Remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast.
Nothing like being called sturdy.
Or brawny. that could be bad too.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Sturdy women. Sturdy. Oh, let's get it. You know, sturdy, burly.
We got any more? That's a guy term.
This is a guy term. I wouldn't, if I was a woman, a scurly woman, I would be offended.
Scurly.
He's already had too much to drink, guys. Sorry.
I haven't even drunk anything. Y'all was over here having this conversation. Anyway, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, the GRG podcast is alive. And as you already see, everybody's in the back room. They're communicating. They're talking. It went from gaming. Then it went to, as you was hearing this about the size of women, because I did not know this about our girl Minchie. And I need to ask, when D comes back, how tall is she? I never asked how tall D is. I don't know. Because D looked like she's tall, but then she might not be. But now we've seen how
D is short.
How do you know, Sir X-Man?
I can tell by just looking at the picture she put up and the background. She's short.
About that?
Yeah, it's stalker skills. Don't worry about it.
That's what I was going to say, man. Oh, my goodness. Anyway. All right, so our girl Minchie is here. And she told us her height, and it was like 5'3", which is a cute height. You know what I'm saying?
That's average for a woman, dude.
No, it's not.
That's not average.
That's not average for a woman.
Thank you for calling me average. That's good, because usually I'm short.
Most African women are short. That's true.
So, what do you think the average is, Sir X-Man?
Average is about 5'7" to 5'8".
No, not for a woman. That's average for a
That's
man.
like 5'6" is like a.
No, average for a woman is 5'4", 5'5",
Yeah,
5'4".
You haven't seen some of the women that I've seen. They're mostly Amazons.
Yeah. I mean, if you find a woman 5'7" is actually tall for a woman. That's
Maybe
considered
you're
like
just a short
model
little
height.
guy, Sir X-Man.
Yeah.
No,
That's why
he's
they
been
look
dating
tall.
since he was 14. So I mean, that's just how it is.
Don't you dare play that
All
shit.
right, guys, let's get to it, man. We got a big panel tonight, and we still don't know if there's anybody else that could drop like an Xbox 448 or whatever. But we're definitely going to be talking about predictions tonight. We're going to get to it. We're going to have a lot of other things to discuss. But man, let's get to our guest, our first time guest. This man himself, we was talking about it earlier, like maybe it caused some controversy for some people, but you know, I don't give a damn because I like talking about video games, and I like talking about video games with any and everybody. As long as I'll send you an invite. It's up to that person to want to come, and I can't be more pleased to have this person come on to GRG for the first time, and hopefully it won't be the last. But Dr. Mindbender, how you doing, brother? How you been? And if you've been gaming on anything here lately, what have you been gaming on?
Hey, I just want to say thank you for inviting me, brother. You know,
No doubt.
All love, definitely.
Yes.
I've been, I mean, you know, I play everything, but specifically to answer your question directly, I've been on my Steam Deck a lot. You know, just trying to clear up some of my PC backlog. I'm enjoying that, but I'm really excited about this Xbox show because, you know, being a PC guy, you know, we pretty much get everything that Xbox gets. So I'm just excited to see what's coming out. That way I can maybe fire my Xbox up here again, you know, maybe we'll see maybe they have some stealth drops or something like that before the year is out, you know, and get to fire it up and get back into gaming, you know. But I'm enjoying it. I think this is a really good time to be a gamer, regardless of what type of gamer you are. It's just a really good time.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And as in over here talking about yes, this is Death Stranding, but this is on the PC. I'm gonna just say this: like I got it on the PlayStation 4, and it was a beautiful game. It's weird, but it's a beautiful game. But on the PC, bro, like I was like, man, this game is so pretty. It's gonna keep me playing it. So, you know, and besides that, you know, they brought the pew pews back. So, you know, Kojima had to go ahead and concede and go ahead and put some guns in there. So now I'm like, okay, now I can go ahead and Americanize it. Let's go. But anyway,
it's definitely a better experience. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. So, but you still got to do the FedEx thing. So anyway, I once we get to our boy Don, I'm going to ask him is he going to give it a shot, but I don't know. But let's go on to Mitchie. She is definitely she's family here. She comes in anytime she wants to. And so she was very, very adamant. She didn't even ask. She said, "Look, I'm coming in." I said, "Yo, you can come in anytime you want to, Mitchie. I don't want no problem."
I asked.
You did ask, but you don't have to ask. Pop in anytime you want to. So how you doing, Mitchie? How you been? What you been playing?
I've been good. Been working a lot, but I am on vacation. Woohoo! And I have been playing Firewatch on Xbox. I've been trying to finish it. I have 2 achievements left, trying to get the last 2. And I've been playing Diablo Immortal on my phone and iPad. And yeah, that's been fun. I haven't got the pay part. Everybody says once you get so far, it's a pay to win type thing, but I really haven't gotten that far because I don't have a lot of time. So it's been a slow go there. So that's what I've been playing.
Excellent. All right, and then we moving on. Ham Solo, what's happening with you, bro? What's been going on? I know that you did a podcast earlier. You know what I'm saying? Tell people about it. And also, man, I know that you came and harassed me when me and Yobi was doing just a Wednesday fight night. And you know what I'm saying? We don't have to tell anybody what happened at the end of that fight night, but you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that you'll be pleased to let people know what happened to me. You know, shout out to my boy Dragonheart Yobi. What's up? What's up with you, Ham?
Oh man. So hello everybody on the panel. And
hello, chat.
Hold on, sweetie. Hell, my daughter just came in there. But anyways,
was that your daughter that was talking?
Yeah, that was my daughter. She was just saying what's up to the chat, you know.
She said,
all right, but But yeah, I did a podcast earlier on my channel, TSWS Gaming. The show is called Bull Sitting. Me, Lo, Cozy Beluga, and whatever she is eating is on that podcast that on Fridays. Today it was sardines. And
Sardines aren't bad. I'll eat sardines. Sardines is cool.
It was not looking good though. Just like the flavor that she had, it just didn't look right because it was like a flavored sardine.
What did it have?
It just looked
hot
disgusting.
Sauce or whatever? Because
it wasn't a hot sauce. It was like something supposed to be sweet, so it didn't. It just didn't look right.
What's your favorite sauce?
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, possibly. Shout out to Jez. But anyways, as for games I've been playing, I recently beat Fable 2 because I've been going through that collection. I'm on Fable 3. Been working. I'm about less than a quarter of the way through Fable 3. Not liking it near as much as the previous two. But I do like, there are some things I do like about it that are a lot better than the previous, but I'm not going to get into all that right now. Excuse me. Mass Effect 2, been playing that. Uncharted 3, been playing that, and been playing some other games just for fun when I'm bored, like 2K and stuff like that. But that's the gist of it. But K Mega, I'm more than happy
to constantly be the evil person in your Twitch streams.
I can tell. I appreciate it because you gave me nothing but bad luck. Once you came in there, I was doing fine putting them hands on Yobi, and then all of a sudden Yobi just went on this spring. So I think that either you're Yobi's angel or you're my angel of death, one or the other. Oh, I think his daughter's going in on him. So.
Yeah.
She sure is right now. Yeah, she sure is right now.
That's cool. All right, Sir X-Man. We already know you're going to get wild and zany tonight, and you always show out when the ladies, when any of the ladies are here. So, what's been going on, man? What you been gaming on? How you been?
Good. Hey, I got that Street Fighter for the PC. We finally been talking about. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So you gonna actually join?
I tried it out a little bit. It wasn't bad. It looked really good on PC, dude.
Yeah, it looks great on PC.
Yeah, I tried it just for a little while and stuff like. Yeah, they got a sale on Steam, so I jumped on it. Okay. Today I decided to use my boom mic, so I need your opinion on how that sounds. I've been had it, but I figured I'd use it today. How's it sound?
It sounds pretty good. A little low, but it sounds like you away from the mic, but you sound fine.
Yeah, I was tired of hearing myself being really, really loud on these podcasts. That was annoying to me. Other than that, just been trying to find time to play my Xbox or PC. I've been enjoying, like I said, I've been enjoying F120, the F121. So I've been enjoying the crap out of that game, and that's about it, pretty much. I want to find some time to finish Gears 3 with my friends, and finish Shadow Warriors. Other than that, that's about it. Just enjoying waiting for the show on Sunday.
All right, nice. Okay. And then last but not least, we got the Don. Man, he popped in on my video earlier today when I was over here ranting about Battlefield 2042. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, good discussions, and now he just decided he wanted to come in, hop in, say what's up. Really do appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Co-creator of the Dev and the Gamer, you know what I'm saying, and and the co-host. So yeah, man, what's happening with you, Don?
I don't know if co-creator, I just show up. As far as all that's going.
Yeah.
I was the only one that did that, Don.
I was just giving you props, you know what I'm saying? It's okay.
That's
I'll definitely take them away.
I have too much, so you can take that off. But no, I've been doing good. I've been going through all the trademark stuff and all the other stuff for creating the studio, because I need to start hiring for a writer right now. So before I can do that, I have to get all the other stuff done, essentially. So kind of going through that process. It's not the fun part of making games. So It's why people work for other people, so they don't have to do all this sort of thing. But it is fun, and it's gonna have a good payoff. And then I've also been I've been playing games today. I've been actually doing the new stuff with MetaHuman. They updated that with the Pixel Bridge partnership with Epic, and some really exciting stuff coming down the road. Like it's game changing how quickly we can get in characters rigged and look like however you want them to look really quickly. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, and sometimes you just got to stop with everything else and just play with the new toys. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And Rob's, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, girl? We wish you were here. You know what I'm saying? How is everything going with the new gig and all that? You know what I'm saying? You are more than welcome to hop in and jump in anytime that you want to. You know what I'm saying? To us, you're part of the family, man. You know what I'm saying? So but we miss you, you know what I'm saying? Just like we miss D. And hope you guys get the situations that y'all need to take up so y'all can come back. But yeah, glad that you could be in here for sure. And of course, our boy Dragonheart Yobi in the chat. And as I steal this from Xbox 448, the super chat works, folks. And also that I don't know, I have not seen anybody. I know that that's out there. But if anybody on the panel who does content creation, there's this thing called a super thanks. And I think it's somewhat like a super chat, but you can do that anytime. It doesn't, you don't have to be live or anything, which is pretty cool. So if anybody sees it or whatever and they check this out later, because we usually have a lot of people that check out GRG later during the week. So, you know what I'm saying? That would be greatly appreciated as well. But Dragonheart Yobi says, peace, love, life, K Mega, aka the king of the A button, aka the GOAT, aka the secret sauce to game. And Yobi, you back on it. I love it. Hey man, you over here trying to butter me up so you can whoop my ass at Blaze Blue again. It ain't gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you, I've been in the lab. He says, AKA the L stands for legendary, AKA Let Me Be Country, AKA Mr. Fight Night Sundays himself, K Mega, my big brother, man. Thank you, bro. Man, Yobi, you the best, bro. You're just best, man. Such a good dude. And then
Hey, shout out to Yobi, bro.
And then Dragonheart.
Yeah, Yobi, keep them hands warm, bro. K Mega coming back.
I am coming.
Yobi the suck boy.
Whoop! Thanks, man, with that smoke. Anyway, so Dragonheart Yobi again says, co-creator of the Son and Pappy podcast. Get it right, you are right. I am the father. Don is the son. That is what's happening. So you know what I'm saying? It's good to have
he keeps joking around about that, but then I saw a picture of K Mega's son, and we actually look like we're brothers.
You know what? Yeah.
It's a little weird, to be honest with you.
It's a little weird. A little weird. So but see, me and Don is around the same age, so that's what makes it even funny as hell. So we on our mid to late 40s. So you know what I'm saying? And so and then we found out how old Mindbender is. He said he's close to 50. So
I was gonna say this. I think that's my son.
Oh. All right. And so Rob says, pretty much studying and training. Well, good luck to you. We wish you the best. Go ahead and make that money. But let's get to it. We got plenty to discuss, and we got a pretty good sized panel, so we might as well get to it. All right, starting off talking about Matt Booty and what he said. It was an interview that went on with Matt Booty and Sarah Bond. I forget what the other lady's name is, but it was basically talking about Game Pass, and then they started to talk about the situation with the Activision deal. They said it was going along pretty well, all of that. But the question at hand is about, everybody's going to really talk about mainly Call of Duty and games like Overwatch, stuff like that. But Matt Booty said, if we acquire a game that comes with a big community, the last thing they will do is take it away. Now, let's go to our guest, Mindbender. Do you believe him? Because I mean, you can always go back to what they said with Bethesda, and then they went ahead and said, "Don't kind of keep all that." Do you believe what he's saying on this time around because these IPs are just major that's going to Activision, or do you think that they'll do something else?
I think in total it's probably corporate speak, right? But do I think they will, offer like some type of multi-plat, like, I guess You know, they have something for multiplayer. Let's just say that. But do I think that the crux and the bulk of what they purchased? No, they're definitely going to keep that to themselves. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, you know, they're trying to build more subscriptions in Game Pass, and to me, that's how you do it. You have something exclusively that's just for your platform, and you can't get it anywhere else. So of course, you know, to me, it's like, hey, we'll give them like I don't play COD, so you know, excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, but don't they have like what is that little separate part of COD that's free? What is that called?
Warzone.
Okay, Warzone, right? I think they'll give them like Warzone, but as far as like, you know, COD itself, I think that'll probably stay exclusive. So, you know what I mean? But I hear a lot of corporate speak in his tone. So.
And let me read the super chat again from Yobi, man. Oh my goodness, man, appreciate it, man. He said, Sir X Man, you still talking. When you show up to fight night, you can talk to me again. Till then, stay on your walker, crusty bastard. Hey, you know what, Sir X Man? You know, y'all talk a lot of shit to each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I think it needs to be settled in fight night. I think Sir X-Man needs to pick the fighter and let him get a little time to warm up, you know, because he's an older gentleman, so them hands is kind of cold.
Well, he can go in and take my work schedule that day then so I can fight. Thank you.
Oh,
we can pick a day. We can just pick a day, Sir X-Man.
Yobi's not like that, man. He'll buy him some tennis balls for his walker. Like, he means nothing but good things.
Oh,
you know, me and Yobi friends. We just talk shit to each other. We've been doing that since day one. It's the way it is.
All right.
Well, I can beat Sir X-Man, so that's okay.
Look.
I love it.
Don't start no stuff, shorty.
Hey, she I ain't gonna call it. She did whoop your ass though. She beat you.
Oh yeah, that was a good shit. That was a good fight, dude.
She beat you.
She got me, dude. 1 out of 9. I give her that. That's all she needs.
I don't remember the 1. Yeah,
she needs just the 1. No, it was 1 out of 9.
She don't play, but she didn't play it. That was her first time playing.
She picked that big head, double-headed monster. I can't stand that dude. That was a good fight, man. I'm glad she won, man. That's good.
Oh man, okay. So
y'all making a major deal out of it. And it is what it was.
I got you. All right. So Mitchie, now it's up to you. Now, okay, so Matt Booty, do you believe him? Or do you think that this is one of the, like, you know, Mama just said, this is just corporate talk. They're gonna get Call of Duty and some other games to just lock them down. Do you think that there could be a possibility that they might honor, you know, what they're saying now?
I think they'll honor it up to the point of when PlayStation no longer has their rights to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I think it goes on Game Pass day one and just lives there. And maybe Warzone lives on PlayStation, but I don't think that. And Overwatch, maybe, but Overwatch that is a paid game, correct? That is not a free game.
Yeah, that's a paid game.
That's a paid game. I don't know.
The previous one was. I should
right. Yeah.
We don't.
We don't know about what the second one's going to be.
Right. So they could make that one free to play, and then, you know, but I think they'll kind of keep all the rest of the Call of Duties after Sony's deal is done. I think then they'll keep the rest for them. If they were smart, they'd do that. I don't know. I know they're trying to be they're still kind of kumbaya-ish sometimes, and they want to make everybody happy, but that's just not possible. There's always going to be some unhappy people.
What up, D? Robs and D in the chat, man. Oh my goodness, man. The ladies of GRG are in here, and we got Mitchie on the panel, man. This is great. I don't know. I'll give my thoughts after with everybody else. Don, what about you, man? What do you think?
My opinion hasn't changed on the whole subject matter. Anything that's a continuous project, or like kind of an ever-living game, like let's use Minecraft for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't release a Minecraft 2. Just they continuously add to that sort of thing. So that's what I take from them, not saying they're not going to remove it off existing platforms. So, and I'm not really sure about the Warzone model, for example, for Call of Duty, but let's say it's just a continuous iteration. I don't see them removing that. But when it's a whole new product that you purchase, eventually that stuff is going to phase out, and it's going to phase out over to the Xbox side of things. That's just how I see it going down. That's how the Bethesda model goes, and just depends on how you interpret the words, right? Everything I'm saying doesn't counteract anything that Matt Booty has said in the past with the Bethesda deal or the Activision deal. So realistically, I just think what we got going on here is just kind of the early parts of it. They're still the ink's not dry, you know what I mean, on the acquisition yet. So until that happens, they'll be a little less. I mean, they're going to be real candid about their answers and really kind of vague. But at the end of the day, anything that's a continuous product, I don't see them removing it off the platform. But if it's a new product, it just may not show up to the PlayStation platform. That's just kind of the harsh reality, unless Sony and Microsoft can sign some sort of deal. Because I think Microsoft's still open to ideas if Sony can propose something that's mutually beneficial for them as well. So, it just depends on how all that stuff kind of pans out. But Xbox platform keeps growing, right? You have streaming being a part of it. The two different types of hardware, and then you have endless PC builds that you can do essentially. So the platform is a lot bigger, I think, than people give credit for in regards to that. And so it's one of those things like, yeah, it's nice to have Sony, but they don't really need Sony to turn a profit on these games. So.
Yeah, okay. All right. And let me get to the super chat again. You know what? Sir X, man, you know what I'm saying? You always coming through your throat, man. He's over here disrespectful. He said, the last time Sir X Man talked some ish to me, I beat him in Street Fighter 4 in 15 to 30 seconds. Don't test my Infinity Gauntlets, child.
Holy shit.
Sir X Man, you want to reply?
Nope.
Okay, sir.
You can do that in super chat. You just
right.
you just have to pay for it.
Yeah. Y'all can just go ahead and just go at it. That's fine. That's cool. I mean, Sir X-Men do it on Xbox 448. Like he'll be on the panel and he'll whatever. So Sir X-Men can do the same if he wants to. That's pretty funny. But he had nothing to say. All right. What about you, Ham Solo? You think this is some hogwash, or do you think this is because we both country boys? What do you think, man?
I don't think this is hogwash. I think this is real. Like, this is something that they're going to do. They're just going to ensure that the best place to play it is on Xbox. That's where I think, because I don't see why they'd want to, I mean, if they own that stuff, they could easily make a ton of money with other platforms and stuff like that. So why rip it away, piss a bunch of people off? Why not just be like, yo, we're willing to share this one because this has been available for everybody for so long. And we already said we're not going to do it. Why don't we just make it really exciting when you play it on Xbox compared to some of the other platforms that it's available on? I mean, that's my way of thinking on the whole thing. Because forever, from what it seems like, or I mean, not forever, but for quite some time, it seems like Sony's had the upper hand with Call of Duty and like the DLC in it and like early access and all that stuff. So I feel like this is Xbox time to kind of flip the script on a game that's that big, and also do it without being an asshole to Sony. It's kind of a win all around for them if they maneuver it that direction. I just see like a lot of people being really angry, even if it's 5 years down the road and Xbox says, you know what, no more anywhere else. It's only here. I feel like they'd really have to take over the market share first before they even did something like that.
That's a great point. All right, Sir X-Man, what about you, man? What do you think?
I think they'll keep it multi-plat. They want to get money back on their investment, dude. They'll keep it that way. That's it.
That's it. No,
Microsoft didn't buy Activision to lose money, man.
Would they be losing money though if they just kept it if they kept like Call of Duty and Overwatch exclusive?
You know how many people on PlayStation play Call of Duty?
No, I know. I'm just saying. But do you think
So
that they would?
they don't want to lose that money. That makes them keep it free for us on Game Pass. They got to get money from somewhere.
What you
To
think
me,
they'll get
it's
money
not
from
this.
Game Pass? I mean, they get
Right,
To
money
me,
that's
it's
from
not the
Game Pass
same
on
thing
it.
as it's not the same thing as like the Bethesda thing to me in particular, because it seems like Xbox and Bethesda games have been working better on Xbox consoles. So for people to find out, oh crap, like all these games now are only on Xbox, it's not that surprising. But for something like a Call of Duty or Overwatch, I feel like it's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's money. They they're in it to make money.
Isn't the biggest thing with the Call of Duty? Like I said, I don't play it, so forgive me, but just being around gaming, isn't the biggest thing with Call of Duty BattleNet?
It's the Warzone thing. It's kind
That's
of
the
the battle
Warzone.
royale stuff.
Okay, so if they actually, I mean, you have to sign up for BattleNet, correct? Am I correct on that?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're referring to if you want to download it on PC. I think that's what you're referring
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
okay.
because he's a PC guy. So yeah, you have
Yeah.
to sign up
So
for
here's the
BattleNet,
thing.
Yeah.
You're a fan of Steam. Looks like it's going to be on Steam this time around.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the acquisition with Microsoft. That kind of switch. I think that BattleNet's going to be shut down overall.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. Okay.
It'll probably work better on Azure servers anyway. So
Big shout out to Too Big. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Happy Aloha Friday, everyone from here in Hawaii." Shout out to Hawaii. Oh man, that's a place. That's a gold place.
I think he's saying that to me because that's where I live.
Oh, you stay in Hawaii too?
Yeah.
Or it's, okay. All right. Oh.
I knew that.
You be buying that corned beef from the other side of the counter?
He laughed about it, so obviously he does.
See, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's crazy. And you know what? That's a place. That's a goal destination. That New Zealand. I want to visit the pyramids in Egypt, and I want to. At one time I wanted to go to Poland and Sweden and shit. That shit too close to Russia. I ain't going nowhere near that. So
Yo, K-Mega.
Girls, what up?
Too Big put a post on Twitter showing the gas price is almost $8 and he said a bucket of chicken $36.
Bro, it's what I'm saying. And look, everybody's blaming
struggle's real.
Blaming the president. It's a world problem, bro. It's a world problem. It's all types of problems.
It ain't cheap.
No. Well, meat has gone down, thank God. Meat is the only thing that's gone down while everything else is going up.
Now, speaking of meat, right?
Depending on where you live.
Speaking of meat, right? How many of you guys ever heard? I mean, I know Arby's is making a big deal out of it now. That Wagyu, right? You ever heard of that? Wagyu burgers or Wagyu beef?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I actually saw them in the drive-thru on the thing the other day when I went to Arby's to get my Arby's beef and cheddar.
Yeah. Now, if you go to a higher class restaurant, I mean, like before Arby's made it a known thing or common, I should say, you go to a high class restaurant and you would pay $40 for a Wagyu hamburger.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying like that. You talk about $34 for a bucket of chicken. I'm saying like $40 just for a burger.
That's nuts. Now I sit there and ate a Kobe beef burger, and it was around $30. It was like $35.
Yeah, you can buy Wagyu beef at your local grocery store now. It's not as rare as it used to be. So
you could always go to New York and go to that restaurant where they got real gold and some chicken wings.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GRG, the food podcast. I didn't know that we were going to get them.
It goes there every now and then. You know that.
It does. But man, shout out to the people out there. And I did not know that. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? From Hawaii, man. Thank you for coming on and stopping through. My point, I agree with Pam. Overwatch, I think they'll keep that exclusive.
No, Overwatch is huge everywhere, man. I told you, the kids love Overwatch.
I know that, but that to me is where I think that Diablo and Overwatch, they'll keep that Xbox piece. I just feel
you think you're going to see that change this Sunday, or you think you're going to see that in a year from now?
We'll probably see that change a year from now because we still don't know anything else about Overwatch yet. because it's
Okay.
still in development. But um, but with Call of Duty, I do agree that it is just so big, and I don't know. Hearing that new thing where they were going to try to go away from being annual every year, I think I think that they have a plan to where they will have their cake and eat it too. Warzone will stay on everything, but I just don't know. But it would make
That's a
sense that
that's the continuous product, right?
right, that's a
So,
continuous product.
that's what he's saying. He's not going to remove a continuous product, right?
Right.
Right, it's a live service
Yeah, you got to
game.
read that
So
wording
yeah,
that they say. Yeah, so I'm just
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why I'm translating for you guys. That's what he's saying. Like that's what the historically Microsoft has done in the past, right? I use Minecraft as an example, right? Like they're never going to release a Minecraft 2 because they're never going to release a Minecraft 2. They're never going to take that off those platforms. Does that make sense?
That
They're
makes
just going to continue on with that. So like if Warzone is just continuization and it's still like whatever, it's like a free to play type solution, then you just keep adding more and more content in
it's
and
still
obviously
making money.
yeah, they're not going to take that away. I don't think that's advantageous. When you're making a new product, though, the question is it going to make it on the platform? And I think that's where me and Ham are, I think, a little bit different because Ham thinks like if it's popular, well, I don't want to totally like speak for you there, Ham, but like there's a certain criterion of products you think are going to continue iteration wise onto other platforms like Sony. And I don't know. That's we'll see right in a year or so if
Yeah,
that's
we'll
going to
definitely
happen or
see
not.
because
Yeah,
it's all about the negotiation that Xbox said that they'll honor with PlayStation or with Sony in regards to the marketing rights. But like that's where I think it gets tricky is what is the marketing rights for? Is it going to be for the next COD iteration, the game, or is it going to be for Warzone 2 when that finally gets revealed?
It's the next two Call of
Soon?
Duties they
Well,
made a deal before
okay,
this.
but that's the thing. They said the next two. Warzone is new. That could be the two. That could
Warzone's
be
a separate thing.
no. That's still
we don't know the details of
we
their
don't know the
contracts.
details of it.
So
Right.
you're both could be right
Right.
on that sort of thing. Here's the other thing too. I think there might be some additional stuff that Sony signed up for before all this happened
That's what I'm saying.
that might be more than what we know of in regards to and I don't think they're gonna go back on those contracts. I think that hurts Microsoft stuff so much. Like regardless of people argue if exclusive on their platform matters or not, the the impression in the industry as a whole, if they start breaching contracts like that, then that's going to make other companies a little less hesitant to sign up with them, right? Because what other stuff are they going to break down the road? Does that make
Right.
sense?
Right.
So there's a reputation associated with that, and I think older Microsoft wouldn't acknowledge it, but Microsoft, under Phil Spencer and the current leadership there is today, understands that they can't just do that. They can't just cut those ties like that, break those contracts, and and expect to continue to work with other studios and other publishers down the road. So
And if you remember, Microsoft Phil did say Call of Duty will remain a multi-plat. He said that.
yeah, but that still can be taken in multiple different ways. That's the
Right.
problem with that
Right.
statement,
I
right?
mean, they said the
So,
same thing about Bethesda. You know what I'm saying about
yeah,
Bethesda games too. So
I mean,
No, I didn't. I didn't hear them say anything about Bethesda games. I remember they said the games that they currently have deals with them right now before the purchase, they will still honor those contracts. But after that deal was over with, everything else will be a decision based upon what they want on their system alone.
and the thing is, the way he said that, it still can be taken in multiple different ways. It doesn't mean anyone's right or wrong, right? But what I'm saying is, it can mean, hey, just that continuous product. That's Call of Duty. That's what you meant by that, right? Or it could be like, hey, maybe he doesn't ever do iterations. He never pulls that from other platforms. It can mean that as well, right? Like time will tell. My bigger question is, what's the time frame we're going to start seeing some of these changes? Because I have a feeling this Sunday we're going to start seeing a lot of Activision stuff in Game Pass. The
Oh yeah.
announcements in Game Pass this Sunday. I feel like we're going to start seeing whatever predictions we have come to fruition a little less than a year, right? Like a year from this mark today, we're going to get kind of the definitive answers on all these sort of questions. So it's interesting. Like, I think everything we're predicting is about a year out of what the final results are going to be.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just think, I mean, Trex, man, you could be right. Ham could be right. I could.
Absolutely.
I think it's so. This one is more complex than the ZeniMax thing because of just how the magnitude of it. But losing money aspect of it, I don't think that it would be the same. Because remember that they did say that they would consider putting Call of Duties on Nintendo. So think about them putting Call of Duty on Nintendo or Warzone on Nintendo, and then just keeping like the game portion, like the multiplayer and the story on Xbox, and having that day one in Game Pass. They will make a killing. They will make a lot of money because PlayStation people will still be playing Warzone. That's actually more popular than the multiplayer itself, which is kind of crazy to me. But but it makes sense. And then um they can mix and match and choose and do whatever. I mean, they can keep it multi-plat all through and they could break all types of money. It doesn't matter. But I mean, it just at the end of the day, I think when it comes to they'll make money regardless, just off of Call of Duty and I just don't see them but I see other games like Diablo and others, I think that they might keep them for themselves. So
I think
Well,
the
yeah,
new
we'll see.
test. I think the new test drive that they've been making for the past few years could be exclusive.
No, I think that because that's supposed to be announced this year.
The
So
new
that's
test drive.
the new
Yeah,
test drive supposed to be coming out. Well, it's supposed to be announced this year at some
well,
point. So we'll
one
see.
thing I don't see them doing though is, they're developing on multiple platforms now, right? Anything that's in the pipeline is not, they're just going to all of a sudden just remove it off the pipeline. I don't see that being a situation that they do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it's what is it down the road, right? Like that's always the kind of the big what if sort of question.
after all the T's across and everything.
Yeah, I've told Mega I think this deal's done before the end of summer.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh yeah,
I
me
wouldn't be
too.
surprised it's
yeah,
done next month, to be honest with you.
it's going very fast, very very fast.
Yeah, and they also talk about a second event. I'm not saying that we'll do this or anything like that, but like imagine if the second event they're going to be doing later this month, after the Sunday, they announced that the deal's done. Ink's dry.
That would
You
be
know what I
great.
mean? Like that there's a reason why they have so much content that they can't fit it on Sunday. So there's some important announcements they got down the road. I'm just wondering if Activision is one of them. Just an update.
That would be
But
interesting.
I
oh,
seen a tweet by Aaron Greenberg that said that Sunday showcase is going to be 95 minutes
Mm-hmm.
long.
Mhm.
That's really exciting. That's a lot. That's a
That's a
lot.
lot. That's a lot. And then they're going to have another show. Now that could be
Tuesday.
that could also be one of those where they're doing the interviews, the ones that people hate the most. Um,
Different
I actually
format.
like those. Yeah, different format just to get people to talk about the ins and out of the games that they showed.
Well, they also
But they
got
also
people.
could,
They
they
also
also,
got fans there, right? So like
mhm,
that they can compile all the like the fan interviews and things like that for the later show. So
right.
they kind of involve the rest of the community as a whole. I see them doing that as well. But I mean, just on the Activision front, I just have a feeling like things are a lot closer than I think we realize on it, right? Like when they say the
Oh,
end
I
of the
mean,
year, that's just a
yeah.
precautionary
The
thing they
ZeniMax
throw
deal
out
was
there.
real fast. Like I don't think anybody was expecting it to be as fast. And if they get this wrapped up here real soon, like that, then they got a chance to go after maybe go have negotiations to talk about WB.
Well, and if you look at the
So
economy as a whole and just how it's up and down and left and right and how crazy it's been, like sometimes that's the time to want to pull out. That's when people freak out, right? So the incentive to kind of move on this stuff is definitely there for both parties involved. So
all right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. And this is talking about God of War. Now, listen, uh, I heard somebody in I think it was last night on Next Podcast where somebody said, keep that same energy if um the Marcus Phoenix collection does come out, or if that this game if God of War comes out in September. Well, it's not coming out in September, so they're talking about that it's mostly coming out in November. but there's still nothing official yet. They're saying that Sony will give a date and all of that here at the end of the month. You know what? I mean, the game has already been delayed like 4 times. If they go past the November date that's come out from Jason Schreier and a couple of other known entities, they will then this will be 5 times. And I really don't, me personally, just don't want to hear anything about delays. This is the whole reason why I was going into the whole point of like why I don't understand why Xbox gamers are tripping about the Starfield or Redfall. Like, I mean, this is these things happen and there's delays all over the place. So let me go straight to Ham on this one. But okay, so do you think personally that this God of War is going to come out in November? Do you have faith in it, or do you kind of look at this as like, man, I don't know, man, this might be slated for 2023?
I'm just going to go on ahead and continue to stand on my hill that I've been on. I've been saying that God of War is going to come out this year. Although I'm starting to kind of have second thoughts, I'm not going to switch up on that. I'm going to stick firm and say, yo, it's coming out this year. And if it isn't, and if it doesn't, I mean, whatever. I mean, for me personally, God of War is dope, but I'm not like, it's not my favorite game. So, I mean, if it didn't come out this year, you wouldn't see me tripping about it. I'd just be like, darn, I was wrong. That's it.
All right. I forgot to read the super chat. Yeah, Sir X-Men actually really did do that. He said, stop talking crap, Yobi. Enjoy the show, my friend. Okay, I'm glad that's done.
Oh, it's not done. We'll see Yobi later.
We'll probably see him. All right, let me go to Mindmender on this one too. I mean, okay, so what do you think, man? Like, I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. It can't. Xbox gamers can't be tripping about delays and about the whole 2022 garbage. It happens. It happened with PlayStation, the last gen. These things happen. Delays happen. So if PlayStation gamers could be content, even if they could be disappointed, but if they could be content about this game getting pushed to 2023, I mean, I don't know. But what do you think? Do you think that this game is going to come out this year or later?
I doubt if it comes out this year, but here's a real sizzling hot take right here.
Okay. All right.
I think that God of War Ragnarok has been delayed is because they're trying to make it day and date on PC.
Whoa.
Yeah. Where have you heard that before, K-Mega?
The first, I've heard that before. So say that again, because this is some news that hasn't been just talked behind back doors. Why don't you go ahead and let us know about that again? Say that again, Mindbender, because that is a hot take. That's a hot ass take. It ain't a crazy take. I mean, it's possible, but say it again.
Yeah, I'm saying that I think that the reason why this game has been delayed as many times as it has is because they want to figure out how. I mean, not how to do it, but just to get it on PC day and date without it being such an uproar in the community. And I think that's why they're trickling out all these other games day and date, like Last of Us remaster or remake, a PC as well, and then this PC as well. So then when they say God of War on PC day and date, everybody's like, oh, well, okay. Hell, the first one's on PC. Spider-Man with the PC. Last was on PC. Okay, so it's a no-brainer. So I think they're trying to soften the blow with these other announcements because, believe it or not, Sony's all in on this PC shit. They're all in. So I think that they're just trying to soften the blow on this day and date thing. Because is the game done? Absolutely, that game is finished. Like come on now. They're not creating a whole new game. They're using the same engine or using the same SDK kit, GDK kit, and basically the same assets. So it's not as if the game's not done. I just think they're trying to announce some of these other PC things, so that way when they say God of War day and date on PC, it's not a big uproar. So that's what I think.
Oh my goodness! So this man come out here and say this. Anytime somebody got a hot take, you're gonna hear that. And you know, if you're an NFL fan, you definitely know it. But anyway, all right, that's a hot take right there.
Black delegation. No, I'm just kidding.
Not a black delegation. Oh, we about to trade. Okay.
We trade Mindbender for.
Yeah. Well, his hot take, all right, Mindbender for Michi. Anyway, we bullshit. That's funny, bro. You stupid. I didn't even think about that until I remember people used to do that shit. All right, Dragonheart Yobi again. Yo, let's just settle this. You know what? Let's just have an early fight night sometime during the week or whenever. Let y'all two just go at it. But here he goes. He says, "You still talking, Sir X-Man? I have footage of that beat down on Street Fighter 4 shortly. Your hands aren't big enough to box with the god." Bro, this dude spitting.
Yo, I didn't say anything after that chat, and then you responded. That was K Mega's. That's K Mega lighting that fire, dude.
You said
I was done after that. You gotta listen to what this man said. He lighting that fire again.
What?
He just read my super chat really late, yo. K Mega stoking that shit.
Sir X-Man, I think you need to defend your hand size with super chat.
My life doesn't like controversy. It just likes facts. Thank you.
And you know what? C-Mac has got your back. C-Mac from said shout out to C-Mac. He's a resident PlayStation dude. You know what I'm saying? He always comes in to fight night, bringing his slander. But he says Sir X-Man is a legend. He would smoke Yobi. See, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, Yobi said Sir X-Man got them Joe Burrow hands.
Oh, man. He said he got the Burger King hands, some little ass hands that couldn't grab that Whopper. Oh, my God. That's what he said. He said,
ugly, you're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Good God almighty, gentlemen. I'll have to stop. All right, so, Mitchie. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about this whole situation with God of War? Like, do you really think that this game is going to come out in November? I mean, we got one of the a known big time editor, Jason Schreier, yeah, however you say his name, saying it's just confirming, like he's been adamant, like he is like, no, it's coming out. So, do you believe him, or do you believe how we've been seeing how all these games has been delayed and everything else for the last generation? I mean, which side do you pick?
I think it's delayed until like February of 23. Because they tend to like February, March time. They don't. When was the last time they released a game in November?
The game that you saw earlier, Death Stranding. Yeah, Death Stranding was the last game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Death Stranding. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, don't.
But anyway, so yeah, I think it's gonna be delayed. I don't think it's coming out this year. I mean, it would probably be good to come out this year because there isn't a whole heck of a lot coming out this year. But as far as we know, and it would probably do well. I think it's going to do well either way, unless there's another Elden Ring on, breathing down his back. But I think it's just going to get delayed. And when it comes out, it comes out. I don't see why everybody gets so upset about delays. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing. There's nothing you can do about a delay. You're
nothing you can do about it.
Nothing. If they say God of War is pushed back until 2025, what are you going to do about it? It's not like you're not going to buy that game in 2025. So it's just, I that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, the whole thing about saying that things are disappointed because of this reason, that reason, and I can understand if this was a rare case where we don't see a lot of delays, but we have been seeing games delayed. I mean, ever since I've been doing this YouTube stuff. So, I mean, games just get delayed, and it's gotten worse over time.
Well, if it gets delayed, you're going to see people, sawing up their God of War PlayStation.
Oh man, shout out to Blaze, man. I couldn't believe he actually really did that. He you know what I'm saying? I've chatted with him a few times. He seemed like a sane brother. I don't know if that was for propaganda pieces or
Oh, it
he
was
just
totally
really thought.
propaganda. It was just for fun. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
take any of that stuff. When I see people that are huge fanboys doing that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
like I take it with a grain of salt. Like these dudes that do that have another PlayStation or have something else that they're playing on. They're not doing that with the console that they just got off of.
Right, yeah. And I mean that right there is just I was just like, bro, is it? I mean, and even though, you know, he's on the PlayStation 5, and I'm pretty sure that he got you know, he's on a popular podcast and I'm pretty sure he's got another pro, but it's just the fact that like I mean it got the
It was a
attention, but I
Spider-Man
just
one.
but is it but that's the thing. I mean, is it I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't flex that hard. That just
Why
ain't
would
me.
you mistreat a saw blade like that too? Like that's just that's just you know that's a wood cutting blade and you know
Oh,
it's
man.
plastic. It's just not that's not right.
Yeah,
So
and I mean obviously it's work because we talking about it. I mean, I don't think
it's
this will be the
bad
first time I'm
technique.
talking about Blaze, so it's just it's whatever. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And maybe that was a fake situation and it was broken and didn't work anymore and he couldn't do nothing with it. So he
Maybe.
thought
Yeah,
he
you
used it
could
for a
be
prop
you could be
situation.
right. Yeah, I mean that's a
Right?
great point.
Mhm.
Great point.
Because we don't know if it was working.
Correct.
Right. Great point. Oh wait, what about you got anything else you want to add, Mitchie?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So X-Man, you'll go. What do you think? You think God of War is coming out this year?
No, I think it's coming out in this traditional springtime, like it should. Remember, I told you what I had to verify for myself. No God of War has ever come out. And
Spring's already over.
and
Summer
no, I'm talking about next year, dude.
Next year.
next year. Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
Oh my God, Jesus God.
Look like Don
What?
was waiting to try to do that. Don
I
was
just
waiting
want to make
do-
sure, man. You're like in a hot tub time machine half the
We're
time.
still
so I
in
don't-
spring, dude. Don't feel like it, but we're still in spring.
I know.
But
it's bizarre, yeah.
there's no God of War that's ever came out in November during the holidays, and I think they're gonna keep that tradition. You know, I think they were just trying to hopefully try to push it out so they could have something in the fall. But I think their initial plans were typical average springtime for a God of War. So I think they realized they need to go back to their old schedule because they probably still need to tweak some stuff on God of War and go back to the original. So plus I'll probably be getting a PS5 because I put myself on that list for Amazon. Amazon has a list where if you want a PS5, you have to be Prime member. You say yes, and they will notify you, and you'll have 72 hours to purchase it. It'll just be for you when it's
all right.
confirmed.
Man,
Yeah,
all these companies taking advantage of people, bro. You gotta be a Prime member. You gotta be a
Well,
you
I
gotta
mean,
be a
I know people want
a
it, but they don't
GameStop
want to.
it's better
They
than
don't
paying
want to.
$800 for a console.
They
I
said
mean,
just
so
They said just the $4.99 price. You're gonna get it for.
Well, yeah. At least it ain't a bundle. Yeah, I
yeah,
feel you
that's what
there.
I'm saying. Like it's
Because
not
GameStop ain't messing around with those bundles.
No,
Oh, I know,
GameStop ain't
right?
messing it down, and then also you know nobody ain't trying to pay $800 for no damn console. No, I mean
Hell no. And you
No.
don't even get to pick the games.
no,
What?
you don't.
I paid $1,200 to get my Steam Deck early, so you
Oh
know.
Lord,
Wow.
no, ain't doing that.
Man, you're a menace.
I
You
would
need
have
to
waited.
stop.
I would have
I
just
know.
put myself on the list and waited.
I always wanted to know who was the sucker that got caught, you know what I'm saying, to pay that money. And now we
Hey,
know.
that was me.
Lord. Yeah,
Hey,
that
you
was
know
man.
what?
He
That's
said
that
that man
man
don't want to
money. If
wait.
he wanted to
Look at
do
that
it,
sucker
he
with a
wanted
smile,
to do
though.
it.
He ain't mad about it.
Hey, he's playing it. It's not like he's not that he bought it and then next thing you know, he's like, man, I don't really like
Hey,
this
when
thing.
you
Like,
did that,
so,
did you still get the warranty and everything still?
I mean, well, the warranty is tied to the serial number. It's not tied to the purchase.
Oh, it's not tied to the person that you get it? The
Yeah, it's
person?
tied to the serial number of the console.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
you can
cool.
definitely do that. So.
I mean,
That's
I still
cool.
have my pre-order, which I sold it already. So,
Wow.
you know,
You're like, what the hell now? Might as well get some money back.
yeah.
Now, I mean, I will say, I was thinking, you know, shout out to One Bad Mother, man, because I thought about it. I seen the cheapest one that I seen was what, $625, and I thought about it. Then I was like, you know what? No, I'll just get the S, and that S was what, $450. I was thinking about risking it all for a $450S, but you know, I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, everything worked out. So I probably would have been a sucker just like you, man, because I get it. I don't want to wait either. And especially, you know, when it's something that you've been wanting and anticipating, and you know, that's why those scalpers are doing what they're doing. But
I'll wait for
man,
Steam Deck too.
I mean, the Steam Deck is a god console for me. Like,
Oh, I believe you.
I mean,
everybody talks
I
about
don't
it.
have my old YouTube channel is not up anymore, but if you go back about, or if it was up, you can go back about 4 or 5 years. And I actually did a video on this very thing before it existed, before everybody knew it existed. I was hoping to get a console such as this. So when they got delayed and then I got pushed to third quarter, I was like, I know myself. I can't do it. I gotta find one. And dude was like selling one for $1,200, so I copped it. You know.
Wow.
Mhm.
Hey man, it is what it is. It's your money.
I wonder if it was. I wonder if it was John Wolf because he sold his for $1,200.
Oh damn! So John Wolf over there sitting pretty. Why did he sell his?
Why did he sell his?
Yeah, why did he sell them? Why did he sell
Because he realized he didn't really play outside of his house, and he didn't see the point in it because he had his own comfortable place to play. And
Right.
and I agree with him on that. Like that's the reason I don't really have it right now. I'm just I don't play enough outside. I don't even leave the house enough to really.
I think you're missing the point. You're missing the point.
Maybe I am. I mean, school me. I'm here to learn.
It's not. Mine never leaves the house either. But
It's all about.
I heard you say that.
If I'm sitting on the couch, right? If I'm sitting on the couch and I'm watching the NBA Finals, I'm playing my Steam Deck. If I'm sitting out on the porch or my patio, I'm playing my Steam Deck. If I'm laying in bed at night, I'm playing my Steam Deck. If I'm sitting on the toilet, I'm playing my Steam Deck.
Now that's just nasty. I'm sorry, dude.
That
So it's red flagged.
I mean,
this man said.
Oh, man.
Oh my god!
That man on that
I
Steam
want to know why
Deck.
you had that on deck. I want to know why you had that on deck.
Because of Sir X Man.
He always has it
Oh
on
my
deck.
god!
He always has it on deck.
That man, because it
Man,
was
that's
for
shit
Sir
in
X
a
Man.
bucket. Ain't no toilet. That's a 5-gallon bucket. That's
Hey,
going into.
It sound like
that's
he
that
was.
outside. That's that outhouse kind of
It
shit
sound
right
like
there.
it
dog.
sound like his
That's
ass was hovering over a manhole and just shitting into it.
Just letting it loose. But Lord have mercy. Oh man, okay. But no, okay, so we got it. You know what I'm saying? You use your Steam Deck all over your house. But I think also kind of like me, Ham, Don, don't know about Sir X-Man, but I'm sure even maybe Sir X-Man too, that's why we're not so ready to jump on that device yet, is because we have our game areas and
xCloud, I'm good.
And xCloud, right? That's you know what I'm saying. xCloud is better than it's ever been, but you know, and even though, and I don't, you know what I'm saying,
I got xCloud on my Steam Deck.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I know that, but
I got xCloud on my phone.
But see, I could, like, this is like in my game room, like I can sit there and watch, because I do the same thing. I watch the finals, or I watch whatever, I watch the news, whatever the case may be, and I'm playing the game. Either I'm watching it on my PC and playing the game on my TV, or I'm doing vice versa, you know, and I'm always engaged, you know, that way, because I loved on Xbox that snap feature, where you could have that both, and it used to back in the days, I would just have the radio playing, and I would used to listen to that crazy ass radio show Coast to Coast that was talking, you know, weird ass people come on there and start talking about ghosts
with Casey Kasem.
No, Casey.
Coast to Coast with Casey Kasem.
Hey, this dude is old. This dude older than me. He got to be.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
They all know how old I am.
Casey Kasem is the video guy, man. Casey Kasem is the video guy.
No, Casey Kasem did the countdown of music every week.
Right? No.
Radio. Yeah, he's a radio dude.
Yeah, he's a radio dude, but then he did the countdown thing. Like, yeah, no, he was around the same thing with the American Bandstand. But
yeah.
But no,
he about to say Max Headroom in a minute.
No, but no, the Coast to Coast
I like Max Headroom.
Was this show? It still comes on actually, where people talk about extraterrestrial and they talk about like spirits and and conspiracy theories and all types of crazy stuff. I enjoy listening to it because the people that will call in, that's the people that I was like, I'm staying the hell away from them. So I need to know what the signals are. but it's interesting to listen to. I like listening to it. But I'll be playing the game back in the days. But yeah, I hate the fact that we don't have that anymore. But
the shadow knows.
All right. Oh yeah, they talk about the shadow people, the Slender Man. Oh man, the people.
Oh, you remember when you used to be able to rip your music CD to your Xbox?
Oh my God, that was everything.
You can do that, and you can do that on a 360. I miss doing that.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Right.
I miss doing it, but I ain't gonna lie. What CD am I putting in there right now?
What up, Michael Turner? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a great point. Right.
Hey,
I still own some CDs though, but
the CDs that I put on the last one, I still got my CDs.
Oh shit. I mean, come on, Sir X, man. I'm just gonna stop you right there.
I got music apps too, but I still got my CDs.
I mean, but you come from a time where I don't know, bro. Like, how many times have you moved in the last 30 years?
I grew up with my dad used to put an 8-track in the car and we would go.
Hey, X-Men.
I'm just saying, how long has it been since you moved, bro? Like, when's the last time you moved?
From a generation where they have my CD.
I got my vinyls with me too. When I moved.
I told you, big troll.
Oh yeah. You got the vinyl. All right, man. Let's stay on topic.
I got the Great Purple Rain on vinyl, baby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet my mom would tear your ass up because she got tons of vinyl. So she had so much
you
vinyl.
Got that Batman though, bro?
The original Batman soundtrack.
Yeah, the vinyl of the Batman.
Yeah, I got
that thing was nice.
I don't have but I have the cassette.
I'll do you one better. I got laser discs still.
Ooh.
No, nobody say beta. Not one person better not say they got a Betamax.
I don't know anybody got Betamax.
Betamax.
I don't know anybody that has Betamax.
I've never even seen one of those.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're young. So we got different ages here. You hear Mitchie's quiet because Mitchie is a tweener. She's in here between me, Don, Mindbender, and Sir X-Man. So she's in here. So she's not saying too much because she's like.
Well, I remember 8 tracks too.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So okay. All
right.
I
remember.
I originally thought those were the Atari cartridges back in the day.
And then we had vinyl. Vinyl was always good. I had Purple Rain as well, and Thriller.
Oh yeah. That's the one we still have. We have Thriller, and we have the album before that. Well, I should say we. I'm over here claiming my mama's shit, but the Rock With You
talking about
album.
Off the Wall?
Off the Wall. That's what I meant. Yeah. When Michael Jackson standing on the wall behind you. Oh man, still got that vinyl. Casey, everything, and she kept her shit at Mick Edition. She has albums that is still in the plastic. It's crazy. And then she had so much, she gave it away and threw some away because it was just so many albums. She had 3 closets full.
Dude, so I've got the 12-inch album of Ohio Players with Roller Coaster, dude.
Oh yes, she do. There was one album. There was one album that used to scare the hell out of me.
That was a good ass album right there, boy.
Yeah, that was a great ass album. There was one album. I think it was the OJ's or it was the Ohio Players. Where it was a lamb on the cover. It was like a black lamb. That thing used to scare the hell out of me because I would go through our albums to listen to music. And I see that damn thing scared the shit out of me as a kid. I hated
that. Sound like the OJs. That don't sound like the Ohio Players. Because the Ohio Player albums were always.
They had a green label. They had a green label.
The Ohio Players albums always folded out to like full body.
Right.
Okay, back to gaming.
I know. We going too far. Okay. So Don and him was like, what is going on here? All right,
Mega went on a rant and went somewhere this time. It wasn't me. It was you. It was you. It was you.
Was it me? Did I start it? Okay.
Yes, you did. Right, we were talking about Steam Deck, and you just went like 8 million miles somewhere else.
Sure about that? I want to blame you, sir.
Positive. Rewind it later on, and you'll see. Yep, it was me. Damn it.
All right.
X was right again.
So, what do you think, Don?
All I literally said was, I've never seen what was the thing that Sir X-Men said? Don't nobody mention this. Don't nobody mention this.
Beta. Oh yeah, beta.
Yeah, as soon as I said I didn't know what that was, K Mega just lost it.
I did.
Chill. Yep, that sounds like K Mega.
That did. Okay. All right. So, Don, it's on you now. What do you think? God of War is gonna come through this year, or you think it's gonna, are you the same wavelength as Dr. Marvin?
Yeah, I've been on that wavelength for several months now, right? Like,
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying that is I think the console version is close to done or not already done, and they're just working on the port. They're holding it off and just kind of experimenting to see how it works when you release simultaneously on both platforms, right? Like, how much is it just noise, right? And how much of it is going to affect overall sales? And I know they've been looking at the other side of the aisle, what Xbox is doing, and so they're like, maybe there's something to it. Make a bigger splash at launch, right? And get more people talking about the game, not just people exclusively on our console. And so it's a winning strategy going forward. To be frank, as much as people dislike it or whatever, I mean, the reality is, PC players don't affect console players all that much, and vice versa. To be fair, I mean, people that want to be PC gamers are just PC gamers, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And the same thing with people that are console gamers. Sometimes they just don't cross over. Sometimes they do. In regards to that, I mean, and what would be cool, I mean, I don't think we'll ever see it anytime soon, is you can buy one copy on one platform and you automatically get it on the other. I mean, that would be the dream on a Sony franchise, but I think we're a long ways away from that happening. So
all right, and Ham Solo. I think you were the last one on this one, right?
No, I think I went first.
Oh, did you go first? Okay. So is it no? I guess everybody talked, didn't it? Sir X-Men, yeah, I think I get you too. Okay, so everybody said something. All right.
You still thinking about 8-tracks and shit?
I am. I really am. I don't care. Me personally, I just don't. I mean, if it comes out this year, it does. I've seen people trying to be messy and say, "Oh yeah, have God of War come out on 11/11/22." If you do that, all hell's going to break loose at Microsoft. They Sony don't want that. Sony don't want that. Sony does not want that. If they release God of War on 11/11/22, all hell's going to break loose, because what that's saying is like, oh, we'll throw out our game on when you're supposed to do that, or when you're supposed to throw out your big title, and just let people know, oh, well, our game, like they'll kind of make fun of the delay, even though their game got delayed so many times. That would cause shit. I think that would cause some problems. So I don't see Sony throwing it on that date. People better stop asking for stuff like that. They, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't really want Xbox to get messy. So
you know what I think? I honestly think Microsoft doesn't care, K-Mega.
No, I think that they would care about that date, because they got so much heat.
But if their game's
from their
not
own fan
coming,
base about Starfield not dropping on that date.
If they canceled their game, really, there's nothing really they can do about it. If you canceled your game, that's on you. If Sony takes a slot, that's on them. But I think they're gonna get eaten up by the juggernaut.
Wait, you guys saying it out of they would do it out of spite?
That's what people want them to do.
Mega's
no,
thinking.
that's what the PlayStation community is asking for. I'm reading comments. I'm seeing it. You can just go on Twitter and just look for yourself. It's right there. I'm not making it up. You're
in a different circle than I.
Right.
That's just childish, man. I don't think nobody thinks of it like that.
No, but you don't think anybody. That's exactly what they were saying. That's
you don't remember. You don't remember when I'm saying this is how we share games.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, PlayStation isn't far from being petty. That was very petty. So I mean,
they were trying to compete because Microsoft made a mistake and they jumped on it.
Well, it's not even that. It's a joke that how many people would actually get in the grand scheme of things. Like it wouldn't even be worth it for anyone involved. I don't see anyone doing that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, in the grander scheme of things, you're right, Don. But I'm saying but that's what.
Well, you impede, your most hardcore fan base. Like, is that going to drive more sales for you? And if it's not going to drive more sales for you, it's not worth it, right? Like that's the harsh reality. Like, they need to they have a time release what they want to do, and all that stuff is kind of planned. And so,
if you release this game and it's not ready, just because you're trying to gets some kind of, mental leg up and it backfires and the game ends up being not correct, you're going to hurt yourself even worse.
You know what? They say that, but I mean, Horizon clearly could have stayed in the oven a little bit longer. Horizon Forbidden West, because it still needs to be patched. And what up, Kid Smooth? What up with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? So it's that to me is where the problem lies. You know what I mean? Like PlayStation community, they can talk about everything else, but they ain't going to talk about their own. It's very few that will come out and speak out. So if God of War does come out and it's broken, they'll put their head in the sand. Like
I'm not trying to get in console war things here, but I think it's because they want it there because they honestly really don't have much of their real first party out this fall. That's what I think. But traditionally,
they
if
always
these
have the
people were
marketing in the
really
fall.
Sony PlayStation fans, they would know traditionally God of War does not come out during a holiday season.
Well, you're right about that. I mean, all you got to do is research it. And shout out to you, Sir X-Man, because I didn't know that either until you brought that up. And that is
because I've never had a God of War. I've never had a God of War in the holiday season. It's always
God of War
been
2 was.
Was God of War 2 in the holiday season?
Yeah,
God of War 2 was in the holiday season, really?
Yeah, I believe
I don't remember.
The original PlayStation 2 era of God of War. Yeah, I don't know what. I think you're right. It changed right when about I think 3 hit on the PlayStation 3. But
God of War 1 was in the spring, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was in the spring.
That one I don't remember. I just remember God of War being around the holidays because I was playing Gears or something like that at the time or whatever, and I was excited about the new Gears. And
Gears wasn't out when God of War 2 came out.
Yeah, God of War 2 came out on the PlayStation 2.
Early.
But you get what I'm saying. Like people were talking about playing it when I'm trying to remember now. It's been a while, but
it could have been.
I think God of War 2 was in the holidays though.
I don't know. I can't remember. So
no, I played them all back then on the PS2.
I mean, I played them all too, but I wasn't a person that cared about dates or whatever, so I couldn't even tell you.
We just wanted the game.
Right, yeah. Now I can tell you my launch titles that I picked up on each console in my lifetime, but I can't tell you when I picked up a game, if it was in spring, summer, fall. I just pick a game up when I get a chance to pick it up. So no, I couldn't tell you if it came out that time, but
God of War 2 came out in March.
Yep,
okay,
see?
God of War came in
They
March.
stayed with tradition. They still, yeah. Thank you. So I was right. They all come out.
But tradition has nothing to do with when products release, though.
But even the newer God of War came out in the spring.
Right. I mean,
that's just timing, though. Like that's not how products release, though. They don't release just because our last one released this time next year. I'm not saying it won't. I'm just saying that's not how decisions are made.
No, they typically stick to a tradition with certain things.
For the release.
Well, and Kid Smooth. See, I think everybody's right to a degree because Kid Smooth is in here. He said God of War came out very late in the PlayStation 2 gen. I think it was 2006. So that would be around the time, same time the Gears came around.
Yeah, it was overlap or something like that.
Yeah. Because I mean, the PlayStation 2 lasted all the way until the
360 come out
the generation of the 360.
That might have been the remaster for the PS3.
It came out March 13th, 2007.
Well, I just remember the 360 was out before the PlayStation 3. And then God of War obviously wasn't. God of War 3 wasn't a console.
Now, God of War 3 came out towards the end of the year. Now, that is true.
God of War 3 was at the end of the year?
I think God of War 3 came out towards the end of the year.
That one I didn't follow as much because I didn't have a PlayStation 3 at the time.
I thought that came out like in September, October.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Ascension. Because I don't know. Because at that time I was playing the hell out of the PSP.
Ascension was the first multiplayer version.
God of War 3 came out March 16, 2010. So March is their
year.
Ascension was the multiplayer version of God of War, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Ascension was the crappiest version of
right? Because
they were trying to catch up with Halo and Gears, or Halo especially at that time. So Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. But regardless,
March is inherently the time that they release God of War. So.
March and April, they've had some that came out in April too. So yeah.
Okay. So for me is okay. So like Kids Move was saying, God of War 2005, and God of War 2007. So they came. All right. So I probably was later to the party for God of War 2. I played
God of War 1 came out April 20th.
Yep.
Okay.
I got it day one.
Well, I mean, not God of War 1. I mean, the remake God of War.
The remake God of War. Yeah.
Yeah, it came out April 20th.
Yeah, but the originals for the PlayStation 2 came out in, like I said, this spring.
Yeah.
Regardless, I mean, the thing of it is that will Sony keep the tradition or will they do something different this time?
I just think the game's not really ready, dude. They
I don't
probably
think it is
wanted.
either.
They probably wanted it ready. I'm being honest. They probably wanted it ready for the holidays because they really don't have a big hitter like they normally have. I mean, look at Horizon Zero Dawn. It's been launching in the spring. A lot of Sony big hitters always launch in the spring,
right,
or February,
right. Because they do their marketing at the end of the year because they know that that's a cash cow.
And they use the big boys from their third party to sustain them throughout the during the holidays, because they know people are going to pick up the big holiday games, and there's no room there for their big ones around that time. Microsoft does the opposite. They bring up their big ones in the fall and holiday season, and they don't have anything for the rest of the year. That's tradition.
I think I agree with Don on this one. I think that the console version is done. I think the console version of it is done. And I think that their nexus right now is porting the PC version.
They probably want them both day and date.
They're probably finishing up Spider-Man right now.
If that bad boy goes day and date, I'll be definitely on Twitter.
Well, the question is, like, let's say this philosophy see if this philosophy is true, right? See if it pans out, right? And then they, the fan base goes, hey, our version got delayed because of PC. I wonder how all that stuff's going to go, right? Like, because the way Sony's structured right now, they don't really design their games for a lot of scaling in mind. I mean, they're doing a little bit now because they're doing a lot of cross-gen stuff. They realized that was the winning strategy overall.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what you have is a situation where they have dedicated studios for porting over. They just finish the console version. They farm it out to the port studio and they get it done on the PC. So yeah, well, I mean, what is it? The Spider-Man's about to come out soon, right? Is it next month?
August 22nd, I think. On my birthday.
No, November 2nd. November 2nd is.
So November. So yeah. So I mean, that would, if you think, okay, they're done in November, they'll probably go gold before then, right?
Did I say November? September 2nd.
It's August. No. That's November 2nd is The Last of Us.
Is that The Last of Us? Okay, all right.
I mean September 2nd.
September 2nd.
Yeah, September 2nd. But Spider-Man is coming in August.
Well, it's close enough. What I'm saying is, though, if they finish that,
I'm gonna
right?
look it up instead of trying to be. Okay, go ahead now.
But if they finish that, what that does, it gives them enough time to do the port. If they're done with God of War, the next God of War here, they have it released right around the time of February, right? Like beginning of the year, where I wouldn't say tradition because they don't release things because of tradition. That's not how these big companies work. But if they've seen success in that window for their first party, then they're going, okay, well, we're going to release this and we're going to release it possibly with PC in mind. I think they're trying to figure out what that strategy is going to be for them, and they're going to be playing around for a little bit. I think God of War is one of those ones we're going to see the experiment like day and day releases. I really think that's where it's going to happen. So.
I'm looking at it right now, and the first thing they're talking about is September 7th, 2018. That's not what I Google. What is going on? I'm saying? Just give me the
but it doesn't matter if you're a couple months off. So what I'm saying is it gives them enough of a buffer. Like what I'm trying to get at is, like, gives them enough of a buffer to do their port, essentially.
Make sure they get it right
in the year. Yeah, exactly. Because that's the other thing too. Because like it's a double-edged sword. Okay, you release on every
August 12th.
Release on everything.
Well, I think that the reason. I mean, I think you have to look at the empirical evidence that we already have before us, right?
Yeah.
And they already ported God of War, the 2018 version, to PC. So porting the second iteration of this is not that difficult. They've done it once already. I just think that they're just trying to get it prepared for PC. And I think, like I said, I kind of agree with Don as far as like Nixus is doing the port and the console version is done. And this is going to be the first time that they tried this. You know, with
that would be
90% of the time, Sony is a perfectionist.
I agree with mine, Ben.
They do not.
That's a dope ass concept.
They do not want to put out a bad product. That's just the way Sony is.
Well, yeah, because
Nixus is good at what they do. Yeah, no doubt.
Well, let's say like you have a mediocre PC launch but a great console launch. That hinders the success of the product, right? That splash you get to make, right? But if you have a polished product on all the different performance profiles on PC and console, that reflects really positively
that'll
towards
make people want to buy more of your games, right, Don?
Well, you become positive talking ether, right? Like you have PC people talking about how much they like the latest Sony title, right? And then you have Sony guys saying, "Oh yeah, you can just pick it up on the PlayStation." Like it feeds into one another. That whole like zeitgeist of getting a conversation behind a product, it really does help if you have a good launch on all the competing products, well, not competing products, but all the different platforms essentially you're releasing on. So
I mean, you also have to look at the fact, right, that there's how many PlayStation 5s are in the wild right now?
17 to 20 million.
Okay, now, if you on average, let's say 110 million PlayStation 4s are out in the wild, and the first God of War,
it's 117 million.
Okay, 117 million. So, and the first God of War or the 2018 God of War sold what? 20
million.
Okay, really, that's a great number. Don't get me wrong, but when you think of percentages, it's small, right? So now we got 17 million PlayStation 5s in the wild. So on average, if they just kept that game on the PlayStation 5, how many units do you think they would sell out of that 17 million?
8 million.
Not enough to justify the cost.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
exactly. But if you put it on another platform, then you stand to sell maybe 4 to 5 million more. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it'll take your 10 million or whatever it is that you guys just said to maybe 15 to 16 million. And that right there is worth it. So I'm saying that's worth the day and date as far as I'm concerned.
You know what? Hold on. Let's think about this for a second. And Buddha, that was a great point. He said God of War, March, and June are all their launches. However, one of the spin-off God of Wars came out in November. Okay. That was great.
What was that? Chains of Olympus or Ghost of Sparta?
Ghost of Sparta or Chains of Olympus. One of the two.
Was it a Vita title or something like that?
Vita
that was PSP.
PSP. Vita and PSP. But they came out again. They came out in an HD collection 1 and collection on the PlayStation 3.
Right. Yeah. They did. Right. Absolutely right. Okay, so you know what? This is why I think that you guys are right. It's because now Sony is going to. We're going. This is a segue going into the next topic.
What game is that, dude?
I gotta remember what game that.
The one with the guy with the sword. That was
I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to remember what the name of this damn game is. I'll come back to that. I'll come back and let you know. I get my point out. Okay. I think that is one of the reasons why they said, hell with it. Let's bump our games up to $70 on PC. Because there's no way in hell you're going to let a game sit for a year or two and then say, well, we're going to hit you over the head with $70. There's very few PC gamers will even entice to even buy that game when they could have played that on a PlayStation if they already have a PlayStation or whatever the case may be. So in order to and I was trying to explain that to Mooch when Mooch was on the show a few months back, was that don't you think that they would make more money if they would put that game on PC day and day with the PlayStation 5 and they could charge $70 all across the board?
Yeah, but PC guys, we ain't paying $70 for that.
I know that, but that's the thing though. The value of that game on PC is going to drop. Well, those games drop like a rock after 3 months. Now,
Can I be honest?
That game's going to be $30.
6 months is the window for a product like that. Where they die off the most.
That game's going to be like $10.
But if they do day and date
$20.
people for a brand new game, people might actually pay the $70. They
Yeah.
won't pay it. They won't pay it like 6 months to a year later. But if you do it day and date the same time as a console, people might jump on it. They might pull the trigger.
Let's say this. Let's say they do a simultaneous release. Does that also justify the opposite, right? It justifies that you now have lowered the risk because you're selling on a volume scale. You can drop it $10.
Correct.
Across everything.
They might do that on Steam.
So,
No, I don't think so.
So this is something to watch. Like, as you guys are PlayStation fans and you're looking at what these releases are happening on console versus PC, and if you start seeing these simultaneous releases, the question is, will this, because there's more products sold and you get past that risk factor, right? And you're able to get closer to profit sooner, does that drive the price of the games down? It's an honest question, right?
I mean, for PC, if you look at the value proposition, right?
Yeah.
Meaning that it's how many PC gamers out here, right? It's more than on console, right?
Yeah, it's billions actually.
Right. So if you throw it out there like chum in the water, you just throw it out there. Say, let's see who bites. You're going to get at least, let's say, maybe the first month, First month, you may sell about 3 to 4 million copies of that game. And then it becomes word of mouth to those that's, that heard of the series, but maybe never tried it. And then Steam says, I'll tell you what, we're going to have a 10%, 20% Steam sale on this game. And it's $49.99, right? Then that drives the sales up more. You see what I'm saying? So it's the value proposition of it being available to more than just PlayStation players.
Yeah, I mean, and
Xbox players too.
Good word of mouth.
Okay, let me ask you.
How long do you guys think? How long do you guys think this game has been done though? Because I think that with the whole weather of consoles as of right now because of silicon and whatnot. Because remember way back when this was supposed to be PlayStation 5 only exclusive, like it wasn't supposed to be it wasn't supposed to go to the PS4, and now it's supposed to go to the PS4, and then they're like, yo, we're going to be supporting the PS4 for a few more years now, and then now it's like, yo, Nexus, we acquired you, what's happening? And they had planned to drop all this on just the PS5 initially, but now it's now I think they kind of are being more open and willing to kind of spread the love around and try to collect as much money as possible now, and I don't know, figure it out later. But
it's the lack of availability of the console. That's all it is.
Flat out. I mean, I mean everything just like because it's been just so weird just watching Sony the last couple of years, because so many things have been shaken, rattled, and rolled around, with this PC thing, and we're only supporting this. Wait a second, no, now we're supporting everything, and wait, new games only. Wait, oh dang, that was dumb. We want to play old games too. Like everything it's really fun speculating about Sony. 100%, because it's really hard to read them, and at the same time they don't talk a whole lot.
No, right. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. And one bad Buddha. I was gonna say one bad Buddha. Buddha time.
One bad Buddha time.
I was mixing one bad mother and Buddha. He said, by the way, Mega, he says, I know it's been a while, but I just wanted to remind you 6 months ago, before Xbox announced that they were buying Activision Blizzard. Oh, okay. I read that wrong. I thought it was something else. And you said you told me and Don that that they were going to do that, and you said that we thought that he was nuts. You're absolutely right. Now you're right. I was no way thinking that would happen.
Buying Activision?
Yeah, buying Activision. You're absolutely right.
I don't think anyone.
Yeah,
at least
I thought you were talking about the
me.
day and date PC thing, because I was saying that back in 2017 when I was on the multiplayer that Sony was going to come up with a gaming service and put games on PC just like Xbox. They're not going to let that money just sit on there. Yeah.
I'll openly admit that I didn't think Activision was up for sale.
Oh yeah.
Right, like in regards to that, and it was one of the biggest purchases. Yeah, one of the biggest purchases they have. I totally agree. I didn't think they would be able to purchase them, or was even in the conversation. So, yeah, absolutely.
So shout out to you, Buddha. You was absolutely right. Yeah, you was ahead of your time. You was Nostradamus, because I just didn't see it. Like I just said, the company is just too goddamn big to be bought. But and then now just look at what happened. You got Square Enix that's being talked about. EA now that's being talked about. It's just nuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a Capcom and Sega somewhere in that discussion somewhere. Now I'm not saying that those companies will get got by anybody, but WB, EA is definitely in play. And
Well, you know what's exciting about these bigger publishing companies being bought out, though?
What's that?
It's going to be a rise of the indies.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
in this generation, like you'll never ever expect.
It's going to come through. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So these newer, I would say, at one point Activision was just a studio, right? And then it became a publisher. Same thing with EA and all these other things. So eventually, I mean, we're going to see growth on all that stuff. So.
Buddha, go ahead and say who's next. Buddha, go ahead and tell us who's next.
He's going to predict who's next?
All right, he's going to predict who's next. I can't wait to hear that. What would you say, Ham Solo?
I was just saying, especially with Unreal Engine 5 and all these people knowing how to work on this stuff. Like, these indie developers are really going to be taking advantage of just the access that is Unreal Engine.
Well, I mean, I think that's a good point, Ham, because I think if you expand that thought, right, damn near to conclusion, is that you take the idea of indies and how now indies are becoming like better than AAA game, not as far as budget, but they are what we desire now because they're really good. They're better than before. So if you take that, right, and you take that proposition to Game Pass, right, and you say to yourself, well, I'm an indie studio. Before, I would make my game and I would take a risk trying to market it and put it out there. But now I have Game Pass and I can go to Microsoft and I can say, hey, here I have an indie title. Give us $2 million. Can we do a deal on $2 million and put it in Game Pass? And Microsoft will say, yeah, okay, fine. However the deal is structured. And it's not a risk to them anymore. So I think that they will take a chance on making their games a lot, bigger. I mean, because if you look at, what is that, Callisto or whatever that game we saw?
Callisto Protocol?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's an indie. That's an indie. You see what I'm saying? So that, as good as that game looks, that's an indie. And I think that game.
Are you sure you're talking about Callisto Protocol, or are you thinking about another game?
Callisto Protocol is an indie game.
Yeah, it doesn't have a publisher.
It is a smaller title.
It's made by a few people that were desk-based developers.
You're right.
But if you look at how good that game looks, right?
Oh, yes.
And that's what I'm saying as far as the quality of indie games are getting a lot better. But they can take that risk now, right? They can say, well, we can spend a little more development time. We can spend a little more time polishing our game because Game Pass is available. And we can go to Microsoft, and Microsoft is kind of give us some front money. So we're not out here starving while we're trying to market and sell our game. So I think that you're correct, or everybody who was mentioning indies. I think your summation on indies is absolutely dead on. But I think Game Pass makes that more plausible right now.
Yeah, and that's why PlayStation is 100% the same way, doing it PS Plus. Absolutely right. Okay, so here we go. Buddha Time is going ham on this one. You said, I read what you said. He is definitely tugging at K Mega's heart. Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
Buddha Time just said Mortal Kombat and Injustice Day 1 launch on Game Pass, but he also said Xbox will announce NetherRealm in early to mid 2023, if not sooner. So
that would be crazy.
Bro, you hear this music? I'm going ham. Bro, do you want to see a video of a fat man running across the street trying to do a cartwheel and flips? You will see that, bro.
But it makes sense though, K-Meg, when you think about it. It makes sense because they need somebody to be the purveyors of Killer Instinct. And why not? Well, okay, why not NetherRealm? Why not?
The tie-ins to all of that makes it sound so sweet is that because the people that are already there, that Xbox hired back in November are from Midway. And Matt Booty was a part of Midway, just of course with Ed Boon and all the rest of those guys that they picked up. That's been a part of WB and Midway. Like, I mean, it's just, because they're going to build a fighting studio. I just don't know, like, I mean, you got to form more than just the 2-3 people that they've added. So if they, man, bro, man, whew,
Oh my.
Sound like a
it would be nuts.
orgasm to me happening over there.
Bro, I'm about, yeah. Anyway, all right, so, okay, enough for predictions. Let's talk about The Last of Us. Okay, so Last of Us got announced, looks really gorgeous. It is a game that I have not gotten into. The second Last of Us, I think it's really good. In a sense of just the gameplay wise, and things like that. Story is good until the end, which I found it to be kind of weird. Because I'm just thinking for myself, because that game, because of just how that whole scenario went out, like there ain't no forgiveness for how you stomped out my dude, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but again, I mean, it painted a picture of Joel being a bad guy or whatever. But the first game just never resonated with me. But it does look really, really, really good. I've given this game like 2 or 3 opportunities. I do plan on giving another opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why I'm saying to myself when I made the video saying that this could be my last, when I get the PlayStation 5, this could be my last PlayStation console, because the more that they'll put their PlayStation first party on PC, and it's not a slight, this is not one of those things where I'm trying to take a snap and
do a gotcha.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, it's nothing like that. It's just that those games perform so much better. Like Days Gone is absolutely incredible. So I'm like, when I try to play those games on PlayStation 4, they just ain't resonating with me. But when I play them on PC, like I said, like I'm gonna go through Death Stranding here. Like they just look so good. They play so well. So if you drop that, when that game drops on PC, I don't know if I'll pay the $70, but I will definitely cop that game and give it another go. And wouldn't be surprised if I didn't like the game at that point in time. It's just, I don't know, that's just kind of weird. But let me go to Mitchie, because she's been very, very, very quiet. What do you think about this $70 price tag for a game that will not have the multiplayer, which was already originally in the game, which was Fractions, and they are adding?
So they're dividing.
What'd you say?
So they're dividing.
Pretty much, like they're putting the DLC in, but they're taking away the multiplayer aspect of it, and it looks a lot better, of course. And they're charging you $70 for a game that's already had like a remaster, or it's already been an entry last gen. And I don't know, how do you feel about that? Would there be a game that you would go ahead and you would pay $70 for?
And the gen before that.
Right. Start off
because
with
it came
PlayStation
out
3.
on 3, right?
Right, it came out on 3.
Originally. Like, I know I bought it when I had a PlayStation 3 at one point, and I got I think they remastered it for 3 as well, and then they put it on 4.
You really did remaster.
Yeah, they remastered it for 3, so I bought the remaster for 3, but I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. So now I have a PlayStation 4, and I bought it again. So now I bought this game twice. I'm not buying it a third time.
So you're not paying $70.
And I don't have a PlayStation 5 right now, so that's not happening currently.
It's also on PC, isn't it?
What?
They didn't say that.
What? Oh,
they said coming to
PC. So probably
I don't know what the time is, but it's coming to PC. This.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I made my
that has no
spiel.
effect on me.
Yeah, she said no. Doesn't matter.
Okay, that's fair.
Yep. So since it's only for me, it would only be on PlayStation 5. So, and I don't have one, so that just has no effect for me. I mean, it looked really pretty, but is it going to change any other way? besides not having factions in it, I don't think it's going to change. They're not changing story or anything.
I think they were adding some things
like a
to it.
new game plus or something.
Yeah, I think it was.
I know they put in the. I know they said it was going to include the DLC, right? I think that's what
Yes,
they said.
yes, I think it's going to have that. Yeah. So I think I think they're changing the story slightly to try to put it more in line with.
No, they're not changing anything.
They're not. They're not
just adding the DLC into it. Yeah.
Okay. Because I heard.
And they're improving the game mechanics. They said they were improving the game mechanics for this new version.
Yeah, I thought they brought some of the mechanics from 2 and put it into 1. Is what
it looked like they're using all the assets from 2 in there. As far as I'm concerned, that's what it looks like. So.
Well, go ahead, Mitchie. Go ahead, finish.
But not. I don't think I would buy it. Even if I had a PS5, I don't think I'd buy it again. I'd like to finish it sometime, eventually. Like, I don't finish anything. So, gaming ADD. So, for me, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, if you have a PS5, it might matter, or if it comes to PC and if it's still $70, that'll matter. But, to me, it doesn't really matter so much. I think it's a little overpriced for it coming out the 4th time.
No, I agree. No, I totally agree. That's the whole point of this conversation. I can't wait to hear what everybody else got to say. So you just kicked it off the right way, in my opinion. But before I go to the next person,
and your draft pick is in.
Buddha coming here with this fire, with this Dayline. You know what? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some. We're gonna get the dancing Spider-Man and Flash on here. He said, let's just say I might have talked to a pigeon and NetherRealm fighting engine is being used for the new combo breaker KI, baby. Bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't you do that.
Hey, Mega, love's love, but what the hell is this shit?
What, hey, bro,
On the screen, man.
Yeah. No, I changed it up to the drunk stormtrooper. Okay, let's go. That's what
you got a deal going on there.
He's grooving. Look, he's grooving. Look at him.
He's doing something, but not grooving.
He's grooving. Oh yeah. Anyway. All right, so let me go.
The fuck is that?
Well, before was worse, I think.
I'm just testing it out, see if the stuff works.
Dude, you need some help, seriously.
Why do I need help?
You really, with that one. I'm used to the Spider-Man Flash one, but
what's happening here?
There's just something about that was just so wrong, dude.
What was so wrong about? What was wrong about?
Did you see how wrong that was?
What's wrong about Fast Spider-Man Flash? Like fat people can't dance?
I wasn't talking about the Flash. I was talking about the dude with the Stormtrooper hat.
What's wrong with that? You ain't never drunk and groove like that?
No.
Okay. Well, sorry, X-Men. Let's go to you. All right. So, what do you think about the? What do you think about the?
I'm having a awake nightmare right now because of that shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I think I'd much rather have the drunken storm.
Right? Am I losing my mind? Anyway, okay. So, what do you think?
Long time ago.
I have lost my mind a long time ago. Anyway, so. What do you think, Sir X-Man? Do you think that is this something that you will get at $70? Now, it doesn't have the multiplayer. It is beefier graphics. The controls are going to be a lot more.
I wouldn't get it right away. I don't have no time. Okay. So I'd wait on it.
Okay, but let's just say hypothetically you had the time. Would you still pay the $70 for it?
Nope.
Okay.
I played. Hey, now we both would pay $100 for a remaster of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's a different story.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about. I mean, because there's only been one. There's only been one Marvel vs. Capcom. There haven't been a remake after remake after remake. So I mean, we're talking about this game right here.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
That's it. I'm done.
All right. What about you, Ham Solo? What do you think?
Man,
I think Ham would.
He made that. He made that sound complicated.
He did. He was taking. Like, man, where we at here?
Don't get me wrong. If it was something that I really, 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 really liked, I'd pay $70 to $100 for it. But that doesn't interest me. Seriously, I'll fire up my PS3 and go get a copy for $5 if I ever want to play it. And I don't need cloud saves with the PS3, so I'm good.
So you telling me that you don't care about the visual beauty of the game? You know, I mean, it's
there are games that look so much better than that. What are you talking about? Oh, that was a thick girl. Bring her back.
Bring her back.
Bring that thick girl back.
Yeah, no, she's not interested. Anyway, stop it. Anyway, go ahead, man.
You put it on the screen, bro.
He told her no means no, right?
Yeah, she said no means no.
No means no.
She said no. Look, like now you're getting the ladies nervous. You're getting the ladies nervous. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're a man and you had pretty much a half dancing man and two men grinding on each other.
Who said that who knew that those people in those suits were men? We don't know if that, you know what I'm saying? Just because it had a Spider-Man and a Flash suit,
they didn't have the shape of a woman. Come on.
They were overweight. You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? You don't know.
God. Oh, Lord.
Come on.
Why do I do this to myself?
I don't know why you do this to yourself. I don't know why you do this to you. Because
I'm not. It's not a game I'm interested in. It doesn't look appealing to me. I hear from even you.
Yes,
you haven't beaten it because you were a little bored with it. You know, and Michi hasn't completed. You know, so
Michi
and it's
doesn't
not a
complete
game that's in
anything.
my alley. What'd you say?
Michi doesn't complete anything.
You completed kicking my ass that day.
Well,
But
this man trying to back. He must be having
don't make me come up to Wisconsin. But
oh my goodness.
my
goodness.
Just stay down there in Illinois.
Look, okay. Hey, what do you say, Don? Stranger danger.
Stranger danger, yeah.
We know each other and we're not strangers.
Oh,
I don't know about no.
listen here.
No.
I don't know you, Sir X-Men.
Oh, you know me, bro.
I know. I
Much
don't know
scrap as you talk.
No, I don't know you. I don't know you at all. I don't know this man.
Mitchie's over here.
I'm in danger.
Okay, all right. All right, so him solo. Yeah.
But no,
Even my voice
it's not
is so
for me.
tiny.
It is tiny. It is very tiny. But no, okay. So are you done? Are you not done? I don't know. Where are you going?
Well, I keep getting interrupted, so
Okay,
I
I'm
can't.
sorry. I will shut up. Okay, but you over here trying to flirt, then you over here going left.
I wasn't trying to flirt with Michi.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Oh my God. But no. Oh my God! Never mind, dude. Forget it. I'm done now. You don't.
Yeah, we can hear you blushing through the microphone, man.
No, it made me forget my train of thought, man.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh.
The thing is, Sir X-Man, you were already done speaking, and then I just said like a few words, and it reignited everything. And you've been saying the same thing over and over and over.
No, I was trying to finish it, and I keep going back to what I was saying. Trying to.
Hey, Ham Solo, welcome to old age.
This is what we got to look forward to, and it's okay. That's why we love Sir X-Man. That's why Sir X-Man is here, so we can have a blueprint.
None of y'all.
It's a preview of all of our lives in the next 10 years, unfortunately.
Oh shit! Okay.
I mean, I swear, K Mega. Sometimes I feel like the wolf in like sheepskin. I just do one or two things and just that discourse.
I tell you, man.
Do you notice how he just abuses me, bro? You see that shit all the time. And I'm a nice guy.
Listen. That's what Ham Solo does
shouldn't
this to me
abuse
as well.
the elderly.
Right, like we're older guys.
You're not that far from me, Michi.
Ooh.
No doubt.
I thought you were.
Let me go on ahead and answer this question. So y'all can move on.
So we can move
I'm just
on,
sitting back, listening, having a good time.
We got two more topics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got things to do.
All right. So, anyways, so Last of Us. I mean, it was a really good game. I beat that back to back with 2, like in order. Just last year around this time. Absolutely fun games. Both of them really good stories. I can tell you one thing though, I don't want to relive that. I don't want to relive. Those are depressing ass stories. I'm definitely not going to pay $70 to relive that. Like I'm good. But it's a fantastic game, and I think this specific thing is made for those that really either love it or haven't got a chance to play it yet. So do I like the price point? Hell no. I think that is way too expensive for a remake of a remaster of a remaster. But at the same time, I get it. People are buying it. People are buying the $100 version. Like, I ain't gonna knock the hustle. I mean, that's brilliant. Do what you do. I just don't like it. I just ain't gonna do it.
What does the $100 version get you?
You know what? That's a good question. I don't know.
You know what? I'm actually gonna look that up. I'm kind of curious because I've been seeing people like toting that $100 version like it was like a trophy or something. So I'm kind of curious.
With a game that's now in its 4th iteration, what can they possibly offer you?
Yeah, I mean, if they gave like, because I think what my mentor was saying, like, you know, look, they're offering some new, different dialogue to the story. Then I can understand that, but I mean, but see, again,
no, it's the same dialogue. They mentioned it was the same dialogue.
Right.
They just recaptured like the mocap. You know, they play all the techniques from the later versions of the game to the older version, right? I mean, it's kind of like Halo 2. You know, like when they did the Halo 2 remaster. You know what I mean? They just dolled it all up, and it's a beloved franchise, and so people bought it because, well, they like that franchise. You know, it's kind of evergreen. You know what I mean? So,
all right. So I'm looking at The Last of Us Part 1 Digital Deluxe Edition, which is the $100 one, and it just says early unlock of the following in-game items: increase crafting, speed, skill, increase healing, and you know, all that increased like skill things in the game.
Try to make the game easier for you. Try to make the game a little bit easier overall.
I guess, but I mean that's the only things that I'm seeing on here in the prequel. So like, you know, Left Behind.
Right. Yeah. No, that I don't know.
That's a lot. I mean, that $30 more for that stuff that you could just play the game and be good. And I mean, I'm sure there's some stuff on here you can't just get in the game, which is cool, I guess. But like I really don't like when higher versions feel like just skins that I'm buying.
Right. No, I totally agree.
And a power up, like that's kind of like I'd want like a extra long ending or like more piece of a game if I'm gonna pay that much more. I don't want a couple freaking guns and you to increase my crafting skills. I'm good, bro.
I don't know. It's I don't know. So far on the panel, nobody is giving an explanation of why this $70 price tag is justified. We got 2 more people left. So I'm going to go to Mindbender. We'll go to the guest. What do you think, man? Is there a justifiable reason for people to pay $70 for a game that's been remade 3 to 4 other times?
I guess to broaden the myopic idea of it is, yeah, because if it's going to PC, you're going to have people that never played it before. Okay. I mean, because I don't think it's for us. I don't think it's for the PlayStation 5. I don't think it's for a PlayStation fan at all. I think it's for the PC people who've never played it. And I think that's why they put a new shiny coat of paint on it, because the PC crowd expects a little more. We want to push our graphics cards. We want to see it at its highest graphic fidelity. So I think that, you know, if you're a PlayStation person, absolutely, the $70 price tag is not justifiable at all. But if you're a PC player that's never played it, you heard about it, and now you want to play it, I mean, it may have some justification in that manner.
How long do you think it'll hold at that price point on PC?
I don't think it'll hold more than about 3 months.
Interesting.
I mean,
would you have
It's
rather
supposed to be
seen
kind of
Infamous 2?
Sorry.
Just out of curiosity, anybody here? Like an
No.
Infamous 2 from them, or
I
is
won't
there
go
any
so
other
Tsushima.
game that you see that needs to be remade? I'm kind of curious.
Oh, you said a
while we're
game that
here.
needs to be remade. I don't.
Like Uncharted 1.
I was thinking that.
Well, they're doing the
I
collection.
just got done playing that game, and good God.
I thought that collection was coming.
Yeah, that collection is coming to PC. So, but that's not a remake. But that's what I'm waiting for, so I can go ahead and go through.
That just needs a big remaster. That's what that means.
Well, when it comes on PC, it's gonna get a lot of treatment. So
we got settings on the PC. We good.
Oh, listen to that. Okay, these PC
listen to
master
that.
race guys.
Yeah, Marston.
Yeah. Right. So, which begs me the question of, because will Sony? Well, they already did their collection last gen, but I mean that doesn't mean that they wouldn't do another collection for the PlayStation 5. I don't know. I don't know. But Mitchie, what was the question you was going to ask?
Okay, so the series was supposed to come out this year, but it's not coming out till next year now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this was supposed to go along with that, right? That was the initial thought.
Right.
I thought I heard at one point that the game was supposed to be remastered to hype up the series. So I wonder why they just didn't wait until next year when the series comes out, so they'd have both together. If they want to promo the series so much, that's going to be on HBO.
I mean, it just kind of goes with everything else that's going on, because I mean, with Halo Infinite, that was supposed to come and be presented and work coincide with the TV show, but of course, Halo Infinite came out, but of course, I've talked about that in a video earlier today. They don't have all of the all the content that they should have had by this point. But I just think that the gaming development stuff, and I know Don will probably roll his eyes when I say this, but because he's a dev, so he's gonna I know he's gonna roll his eyes. But I just think that all these guys is going through development hell, man. It's apparent. Like it's with everything. It's with indies. It's with AAA. It's with just the mid type, the double A's, everything. First party, second party, third party. Everything has gotten delayed in one way, shape, or form. So I don't know. I think that they wanted to have it come with the show, and maybe they'll do that with the PC release. That's probably why they didn't give an actual date yet. So that might be something to look forward to. But I think right now they're looking at it like, we want to enhance our 2022 gaming portfolio, first party portfolio. So we drop these titles now. Xbox is in a compromising position for 2022. So, and Nintendo is too, because Nintendo was slated to come out with more games as well. So this is the best chance for PlayStation to try to get back to the publisher of the year. So I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. But that's a great question. I don't know. My Bender, did you have anything else you want to add with that before I go to Don?
No, I mean, just I just think it's a move for PC. That's all. I don't think I mean, obviously they're going to put it on their console, but I think that if they had the opportunity to say, okay, hey, console people, you got it already, but we're going to make this one just for PC, I don't think anybody would have complained. So.
Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hit that like button, guys. Share this out. You know what I'm saying? Verge, what's up, brother? He says Mindbender is a good fit. Oh man, okay, appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. How do you feel? What do you think about that situation with somebody coming in here and saying you're a good fit to a because I don't know how many podcasts that you've done. I don't know if you just done the podcast with Z or you got your own podcast or whatever. But
no, I mean, I've been on. Anybody who's anybody in this community, I've been on their podcast. I've been on Luca's podcast, obviously Z. I've been on Dirt Griggity's podcast. I mean, I've made the rounds. You
made the rounds as well. Yeah, that's my boy Dirt. Shout out to Dirt Griggity. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Luca.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Dirt, bro. That's the guy.
Yeah, that's the dude. And shout out to Luca. You know what I'm saying? I mean, touching on it, but you know what I'm saying. But I don't have no problem. know what I'm saying? I mean, you might, but you know what I'm saying? But
No,
you
no,
know,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
no. Shout out to Luca. I'm just saying, I wish he just stopped telling that half story about when I was on her podcast. Like tell the whole
Okay.
story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't mind if you tell the story. It's there. It's probably on her channel, but you know, just give me some levity there. Don't be unfair to me. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know what I mean? But you know.
Okay. And then all right. So okay, Don, it's you. What do you think, man? The $70 game, is it something that you I know that you got like, 380s and
No,
quadruple
I
sync.
only have two 3090s.
Oh my God.
That's not. I don't
Look at
have
that.
more than
Did
that.
you say
And
that?
I actually am going to sell one of them because I'm getting ready for the 40 series. But
Oh my
uh,
God.
but
This damn boy.
listen here. Sometimes you just got to get ahead of the curve before it happens, right? So
Holy shit.
no, I it's a beloved franchise. It's a kind of a hard thing to grasp if it's not one of your favorite franchises, right? It's kind of like when they do all the remasters of Halo. They're like, oh great, another Halo redone again, repolished up. Yeah, well, it means something to those people that are really, really huge fans of that franchise, and I think that's the same thing with Last of Us. There's a huge following on it, and I think it's a double-edged sword. I think it definitely is for the PC crowd, but it's also definitely for the console crowd, right? They supported this game since the beginning, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's just a love letter to those people. I don't think it's going to hold at that $70 price though, long term. I would guess less. I mean, probably 2 months you'll start seeing that price drop. In regards to that,
I say
just
a
because.
month.
No, I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt a little bit, right?
That shit dropping like a
Yeah,
rock, Jack.
yeah. I don't think you're too far off either. It's anywhere from a month to 3 months. It's dropping.
Yeah, CD Key's gonna have that puppy out there for 55
but
55.95. Boy, I'll be right there. I'll pick it up then.
yeah, and here's the thing: is like they're doing a little bit more work to it than like say like the Halo 2 collector's edition, right? Because what they're not only doing visuals, but they're also updating the controls of it, which is kind of unconventional, right? Sometimes, a lot of times, people don't want you to mess with the controls of an old game. They just want you to doll it up. And they're going in and cleaning up the controls. Because they weren't quite happy with what they originally launched with, and what they can do now. It's hard to kind of accept that. So, I'm glad they're putting all the extra effort and polish into it. And it sounds like what they're really doing over at Naughty Dog. Well, I know for a fact that they're expanding the Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog's been growing as a studio, as far as how many heads that exist over there. I don't think that's a hidden secret in the industry. Just people are not openly talking about it, but for the most part, you see it in everything they're doing. They expand the whole multiplayer thing they were going to do with Last of Us, or they're doing this remaster, which is a great thing to start putting some new talent in the studio. Hey, once you work on this remake, you know what I mean? Because a lot of work's been done for them, and then they can start getting into the workflow of what the studio is all about and what makes Naughty Dog Naughty Dog. And so they can expand and do more than just like one game every 2 or 3 years, right? Maybe they can start doing games back to back to back at some point. So I think for the most part, as a gamer, you have to see what the value is. If you feel it's worth $70, I'm not gonna criticize that person. But someone thinks it's not worth that, it's worth 20 to them, then just wait until it's the price you want it to be, in regards to that. And that's kind of the way I look at it, in regards to no one has to buy it, and you just put it out there for the market to figure out what you guys want to do. So
Okay. I don't care. I'm gonna go wait for a sale. I'm not worried about that. I'm not paying $70 for that. I either gonna pay, that game is gonna be a deluxe or an ultimate edition if I'm gonna pay beyond 60. I'm not buying no standard version of any game. 2K came out, I bought the deluxe edition, and came out, I bought the deluxe edition. Oh no, I bought the ultimate edition. So that's just but I look at it like, man, it's either it's one or the other for me. I just, for a standard edition, and I understand that even it get to a point where Xbox will most likely probably do that as well. I don't know. Something about that $70 price that just makes me feel some kind of way.
You should be fine with it, K Mega. You cool with Madden?
I am cool. What you talking about? I mean, I put in work in Madden. But I play a lot of Madden though.
Let me take a step back though, because it is kind of frustrating that it is like that there's no online. Because if Madden dropped and there was no online, there'd be a bigger issue.
Well, I'm not paying $70 for it. And, are you kidding me? Paying $70 for a Madden with no online? Are you kidding me, bro? No, it ain't happening. That's the biggest problem for me with that. Is that they did that with the collection, with the Uncharted collection. They gutted the multiplayer, and they're like, yeah, well, we're going to charge you $60. What? You think if you're gutting something that you would at least give a better, give the gamers a better price. Like, I mean, if you dropped it to 50, I'm not even tripping about this. This should be a thank you to that game being successful as it is. You're also having a television show, so obviously this game is generated enough money for the PlayStation brand for you to just give a thank you letter to the fan base. I mean, and I understand like these corporations don't care about you type of shit, but the thing of it is like, damn, at least the competition shows they care a little bit. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean,
being part of the PC market, I think is a little bit of rude awakening, though, right? Like,
oh yeah, they'll learn. They're gonna learn.
It's more of a free market than anything else, right? And that's one of the biggest advantages PC market has. And so, the price will dictate by the demand. And so, I think what at least on PC really helps, really helps drive the game prices down. And at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are worried about, like, people get overly worried about developers making money. We know how to make money. I'm not worried about it. I mean, fine, right? And I can't speak for other developers, but I know they most of them work at profitable studios. The question is, you as a consumer, you have to figure out what's the best for you as a gamer, right? Like, you need to figure out what's the best for you in your wallet, and it's no other gamer's business what's good for you in your wallet. And I think a lot of this will drive prices down, and this is a way for Sony to figure out to make more money, right? So if they have to drop the price, but they're reaching a whole nother audience that just weren't with their dedicated piece of hardware, then that's a benefit that gets reinvested into new franchises. That gets it gets the prices to drop down sooner, and maybe that $70 kind of initial launch of price. I think that's going to eventually go away. I mean, I don't know when in the PlayStation 5 cycle, but eventually I think it will go away, and it's because of PC that it will eventually. So,
speaking of this, I really wish that Xbox would. I don't know how the license it is for this, but man, I would love to see another Ninja. Well, the game that you're seeing right here, Xbox bringing this game back. I love this. Oh, I don't know. And this is from Software too, so I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about Ninja Blade?
Yeah, Ninja Blade.
Yeah.
I can't see the podcast because I'm not watching it, but
okay, yeah.
Ninja Blade, yeah. I've been talking about Ninja Blade for probably the past week.
Yeah,
definitely. I agree with you.
Always forget because there's like Ninja Gaiden, and then there's Ninja, there's Ninja Theory, there's all these different names with Ninja in it, and I always kind of leave out the Blade part of it. But yeah, I love this game, man. Love it. Every time that I play it, I'm like, man, I wish that this game would have got a, because I don't know if it sold well. I don't think it did, but perfect right now. But all right, let's move on. And I'm pretty sure this will be kind of quick. The last one is going to be the fun one where we're talking about the predictions. But the Summer Fan Fest. Okay, so what was the game that stood out for you? You don't have to go and talk about every game that was available, but what was the game that you're like, oh man, I got to get my hands on it? It's or a game that was just very interesting to you that you're like, I'm gonna keep a watch on that title. So let's go straight to Sir X-Man on this one. Sir X-Man, what was one of the games you've seen on the on the Summerfest show yesterday that was like, oh yeah, I got to get it. Or if it was games, which ones were they?
Warhammer.
Okay. All right.
Warhammer piqued my interest more than anything, dude. I just like it didn't look what I was expecting it to look like. And it's 4 players. Oh yeah, I'm all into that.
Is it 4? Because I didn't know if it was 3 or 4.
It's
but
4.
yeah. Oh
It's
my
4.
God, it's all
I'm all
popping.
into that when it comes out. It looked absolutely beautiful. And I never thought I'd say this other one. I'm interested in a new Call of Duty. Well, the remake of the
No,
other one.
it's not a remake. It's not a remake. It's new. It's new.
It's new.
It's a reimagining, basically.
I will be picking that up. I will be picking that up day one. It looks so good. I just can't resist it. I have that.
Buddha, I knew that you would be
And
on
I do
Ghost
not
Simulator.
like Call of Duty. But at that I gotta have. It looks like the way it looked, and I'm sorry, it looked like the way I want my Battlefield to look.
Ooh, disrespectful. Come on.
I have to tell the truth. Battlefield is my love. I can't make it know I love Battlefield. I love Battlefield more
And
than
he tore up the Band-Aid and threw some lemon on there. Gee, damn.
But I'm being real. I never thought Activision is
Lemon
doing this
and
right.
lime.
They doing it right.
Betrayal.
Hey, the truth is where the truth is, dude.
Man.
It is.
My God, boy.
That's as cold as it gets.
Bro, that's he said the no. Oh my
And
God.
I love Battlefield. I mean, I used to play the old Call of Duties, fine, but when they got to this new stuff that they've been doing the past 6, 8 years, I lost my interest. So, but if this game goes right and there's no big foobarb like they did with Battlefield, this game could knock everything out this fall.
Oh no, that game's gonna kick because that first Modern Warfare that came out a couple of years ago, that shit was slapping. I ain't gonna even front. I was like, yo, this is hot, man.
Is it just me or does Treyarch do it right when they make their games?
Man, that's just.
Or is it just me?
No, I mean they know how. I mean they're just good at what they do, man. They're just good at what they do.
And guess who's gonna have all those companies? So Microsoft.
Yep.
So that was pretty much it. I mean, those are the only 2 that really piqued my interest, and I watched all hour and a half, 2 hours of that. Because when I saw that Warhammer, my mouth dropped, dude. I was like, damn. And I'm not into that kind of game, but when they brought it down, it's not really an RTS now. Oh, I can't wait to play it.
There's more Warhammers coming out than just that one, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they have a bunch of different genres. It's one of those weird things.
Space Marine.
Yeah, you have Space Marine 4,000 or whatever, whatever it's 400,000 or whatever it's called.
40,000. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different Warhammer IPs coming out. I don't know if they're all coming out like this year or within a year, but
and that Aliens game looks interesting.
That's an RTS though. Or a twin shooter.
It's a twin shooter. I like twin shooter.
I think it's a twin shooter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like RTS. I'm so confused with that.
Yeah,
we all thought it was a twin shooter, and then we looked it up and it said it was an RTS. So I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's an RTS. Yeah, because what they do now with RTS is that they kind of they'll get into the story and they'll show the trailer and then they'll show the characters and then people like yo, and then if they don't know what an RTS is or how they play, then they think, oh well, that's a twin shooter. No, that's an RTS, man. I don't think it's a twin shooter.
I think they're putting a new spin on an RTS with that game. That's what I think they're doing.
Okay, you could be right. It could be both. It could be both. We never know.
Yeah, but that's about it. I know everybody likes that Callisto Protocol thing.
Well, hey, don't don't speak for everybody. Just speak for yourself, sucker.
No, thank you for Callisto
Protocol. I'm just man, stop it, K-Man. But nah, it looks good. I mean, it really does look good, but I mean, y'all may hate me for it, but I'm not really a Dead Space person. You know, it's cool, but it's not my thing. And that's about it for me.
I'm surprised he didn't say Ghost Simulator. I mean, that's kind of up his alley.
Well, that's Buddha.
I don't play. I've never
Buddha
played.
was, that was him.
Never played Ghost Simulator.
Me neither. I've never played
not
Ghost
my kind of
Simulator
thing.
either. It's just so weird. That's just not my thing. But yeah, Buddha was right there. He's like, so it's a very popular game. I know a lot of people love it. All right, so let's go to Mindbender. What was the games that you seen that sparked your interest day ones, or just games that you just like, man, yeah, I'm gonna eventually get my hands on those titles.
To be intellectually honest, nothing really caught my eye.
What?
Nothing.
Bruh, what?
Yeah, I mean, nothing really made me say, "Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on that." So, and I mean, I'm just being honest. It just didn't.
Yeah, that was an appropriate sound for that.
Damn, I mean, I can't. Well, okay, all right. Well,
I don't want to start capping and shit. You know what I mean?
No, don't need to cap. No, here we keep it honest. I just was not expecting that. Okay, so I do need to ask you though. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your first time on the show.
Yeah.
What type of games are that get you hyped? Like, what are the titles that you enjoy playing the most?
You mean genre?
Oh, genre, yeah.
Shit, I like them all. I mean, I don't think there's a genre that I don't like. I mean, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like them all. I mean, I like first person shooters, but I suck at them. But I still like them.
It doesn't matter
away from the question, bro. It's like saying,
what game you like, bro?
You run away from the question, bro. It's like saying, hey, man, you like music? What kind of music do you like? You're like, I like it all.
Okay,
I like hip hop, but I can't dance.
Specifically,
genre. What genre
specifically,
would you love to have?
Specifically, games that here are games that I enjoy playing the most. Okay, we'll just say do it like that.
Yeah.
Street Fighter is my favorite fighting game.
Nice.
Okay. Platformers is definitely my favorite genre.
Okay. All right.
RTSs are definitely my favorite pastime. Chess is probably my all-time, like, not doing anything and I don't want to play a video game, I'll play chess. So that type of game.
Oh, I got you.
And then first-person shooters, probably Crisis series is my favorite. Let's see, if you go to, what's another genre? Horror, definitely the Resident Evils. Let's see. Puzzle games, probably, let's see what, I don't know. There's a lot of, actually, there's a game called Omno that's on Game Pass right now. A little, I like that little simple puzzle game, but it's really good.
And it's a platformer too, so I get that.
Yeah, and it's a platformer, so it's double, right? And then there's these two weird games that on a Nintendo Switch that I really fell in love with. Is Flipping Dead and Stick It to the Man. Really, really unique games. If you've never played them, play them. You'll really enjoy yourself, I promise you. So I mean, as I say, I'm all over the place. It's really not like I don't see a genre of a game and say, "Oh, I just don't like that genre." No, if it's good, I'll play it. You know.
Okay. Well, no, I just wanted to know what was your favorite. So it's really mostly platformers, and now since you made that point, I can see because there really wasn't no platformer games except for Cuphead. That came out. So I got that. Okay. All right. Okay. That's all I was trying to look, bro. I ain't here to sit there and knock anybody for what their flavor, what the flavor of the week that they love. That's gamers are gamers. All types of gamers are included here. I don't care if you game a lot, if you game a little, if you only play one specific game and that's it. It doesn't matter. Like I just want to. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what you feel about certain games.
No, I mean, I wasn't assuming.
Yeah, well, you got it. It seemed like you got a little defensive, like it was about to be something.
I wasn't assuming or thinking that's what you were doing. It's just that I was just being honest and saying nothing really grabbed me. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, what do you think of that puzzle game called The Escape, though? Wait,
Oh no, that's
you gotta
yeah,
take a way out.
that's I mean that's definitely my type of game. But did it did it say, hey, I can't wait for it to come out? No, it didn't have that effect.
It
I,
did
I
say
think,
that was gonna be in Game Pass too, if I remember
yeah,
correctly.
I mean I've enjoyed. I mean I enjoy a lot of games. I mean if you saw my library, I'm very eclectic. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hey,
like
Yeah, no, I did see you post something on Twitter where you were showing
yeah,
the game that you was checking in.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
I'm a very
no,
eclectic
you got it.
gamer, so it's not like just. I mean, I guess because the older I've gotten, I'm more patient with games. You know, I
You know
don't feel
what?
like I have to.
I can feel that. I can feel
You know
that.
what I'm
Don,
saying?
I had to
So
give
yeah.
Don props for that because Don was seeing that the ADD in me going crazy. And he's like, man, just
He sounds like me. I'll sit down
play.
and play a game of
Yeah,
Bejeweled for no reason.
just play the game, finish it. You don't have to buy
Yeah,
this
just
game
enjoy
right
it.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
just enjoy
enjoy
it.
it. And then you get it. And so you know what I'm saying? I started like, you know what, Don's right. Let me take my time. But then now Don knows that he created a monster because if I get too deep into it, then you ain't no need to hit me up about nothing because this is where I'm
No,
at.
that's okay. Like get those breaks, right?
Right,
It's
right,
like
right.
I'll
Like,
see
yeah.
I'll see a key mega, if it's Elden Ring, I know I'll see him in 6 months. Like it's all good. It's all good.
I mean, the
As long as you're
idea of
enjoying
it.
games, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
the idea of it, right, is you don't sit down and watch a movie and fast forward it. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true.
You
Yeah, no,
No.
you
you,
enjoy
you
it.
enjoy it. So
Right.
enjoy the game. Like I'm the type of guy where if I don't play a level the way I want to play it, I'm gonna run it back until I play it the way I want to play it. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like if I didn't perform, I mean that comes from being I think that. I mean, I don't know how old you are, K Mega, but I'm assuming
I'm 46. I'll be 47.
okay, yeah. So you and I and Mr. X, we share
And,
this
and
similarity
Don,
as far as the
I'm gonna let
games.
Don got to get
I'm
some of this work
56.
too.
I'll be 57 in about 3
Yeah.
months.
So the games that were available to us when we were growing up were all platformers. That's it.
Pretty much.
They were beat 'em up in platformers. So
Yeah.
to me, it's like it's a skill type thing, right? Where give me a game where my skill is more prominent than the game story, or
There was
something
no
like that.
easy mode.
Yeah, no easy, right. I
No,
mean,
no
like
easy modes. Yeah.
if you beat Mega Man's back when we were growing up, you were
Yes.
like God. You were God tier gamer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you.
Rygar. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's what I'm saying. Like Rygar is a Rygar, Russian
Rygar,
Attack in the original
yeah,
Metal Gear. Yeah, like those were the games. Yeah.
definitely.
And I only beat 2 of the Mega Mans. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't. But see, I'm the total opposite though. That's what's crazy. And I know we got to stay on topic, but really quick, I love platform. I always will have respect for the platform, but I kind of went away from it. Just like I have with the 8-bit. Like I know I see some games and I'm like, oh man, this game look kind of cool. Oh, it's 8-bit, can't do it. I've been there. I lived
That's
that.
funny. I'm the same way.
Yeah, I can't do that. So I'm kind of like that with platformers too. Even though I love Ori, I love Cuphead, but I get to them and I'm like, man, this just reminds me of when I was a kid. Nah, man, I need something different. So,
It's not high on the priority.
Yeah, it's
right?
not high on the priority anymore.
People don't believe Sonic the Hedgehog was hard. It was hard back then.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people that try Sonic now, they're like, I can't play this game because it's not as easy as you thought it was.
Yeah, Sonic Mania will make you quit.
Sonic Spinball will make you quit. Oh my god!
All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so
now he want to keep it moving.
Well, we gotta keep it moving, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's the host. Let him do his thing.
I'm the host.
You gotta harass the host. He harasses me, and I'm not a host.
Yeah, but you like it. It's not the same.
I know that's the difference.
I like it.
Oh, he likes
You do.
Like you see? Listen, he keeps
your
coming
nose.
back. Let's go. Shot fired. All right, so Ham Solo. What was the games that you seen at the Summerfest that had you hyped? People in the chat, let us know what you think. What was the games that you was hyped for? During the summer show.
All right, so the games I was pretty hyped for during the summer show, there were. All right, so before I start, I'm gonna say I gave this show a 4 out of 10.
Wow! What? Oh,
gave last year's show? I gave last year's show a 7 out of 10.
What, man? What?
Yeah,
I'm more curious why you rated it so much lower.
Oh, really?
It's personal. It has nothing to do with what the community needs and all this stuff. And
Is
I get kind of tired.
Your sister, or what's going on?
Whoa!
I'm just giving you a hard time, man. Go for it. Sorry.
Okay, so these games just weren't really for me this time around. Like, I just didn't get the gameplay that I wanted from the games that I was kind of interested to see. I wanted to see like a couple seconds of it or something, but like, I think the only thing that was interesting was, there were three things that were pretty interesting. Warhammer was very interesting.
Okay.
Metal Gear was very interesting. Or not Metal Gear, excuse me.
Call of
Duty. My bad.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Call of Duty was extremely. I'm sorry. I got Metal Gear stuck in my head for some reason. I don't even know why. But so let me talk about Call of Duty real quick, bro. I had my headphones on when I was watching the show. Being able to hear the rain hitting the steel, seeing the cargo moving all over the place. Your team walks into a room and it's just like poop, poop, poop. And you can hear the sound changing as you're walking from room to room, shot to shot, things happening. And it's just like I'm with Sir X-Man. It was just like, bruh, like y'all bringing it back. Like y'all are bringing that fire back. So I was pretty happy with that game. And then the last one I was pretty happy to see, but I'm just flat out interested in. I'm not like super excited for it. What was that game called? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Dang. There was one other one. It looked super duper interesting. Routine, I think it was.
Oh, you talking? Oh,
yeah, that was the name of the game.
Routine. Yeah. Routine. The Xbox.
That did look sick.
That game looked pretty dope to me as well. But I give the show a 4 just for the way that it was rolled out. Like, it felt boring as hell, and especially the last bit of it with that Last of Us. I swear that was like 25 minutes long or a half hour. And I was like exhausted with what they had to say. I was like, oh, like when it was over, I was like, what's next? And they're like, it's over. And I was like, I stayed for that. Like, I mean, so when you ask why my rating was why it was just the hype element just wasn't there. I was leaning forward for Call of Duty. My recliner was set all the way back for The Last of Us. And then it was over. And I was like, should I just fall asleep right here? Usually I'm hyped after an event. It wasn't this one.
Damn. Harsh. Boy, that brother harsh. Boy.
I rewound that Call of Duty, dude. I had to see that again.
Damn,
I had to.
I thought it was too long.
You thought the whole thing? You
Dude,
thought
the
whole thing?
You thought the whole thing was too long?
That was too long. Too much.
Okay. Well, let's go straight to you, Mitchie. What did you think about the show, and what was the game that caught your attention the most? Or the games, actually?
Was not Callisto Protocol. Scary. Don't you scary. I have no interest in that. None.
Okay.
None.
I think you and Don will have
differing opinions, I'm sure.
No. I don't like creepy games.
You don't like creepy games either?
Don don't play no creepy games.
And K-Mag's kind of like that too,
right now.
You know.
I used to back in the day, but not now.
I'm the same, but okay.
Yeah, no, you not doing no spooky.
No, same here. I thought our American Arcadia. I like indies. I like indies a lot. I thought American Arcadia looked pretty cool with the town and the TV show, and then the guy running away from the town. I thought that was pretty cool. And then Marvel Midnight Suns looked really cool.
Let's go!
But
oh yeah.
Is that does it have a single or is it just multi?
No, it's a single player game.
Is it a single player?
Yeah,
it's multiplayer too. You can play with other people.
Okay. You play with other people? I didn't know you could play with other people. That's even sweeter. But yeah, no.
Y'all do know that was a card-based game, right?
Yeah, no, I do know. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I'm hyped for that game.
You notice how they really did stress a lot of Spider-Man in there, right?
They did. Because it's like Spider-Man coming to Xbox.
I know they did. They were taking a shot. They were taking a shot.
That's gonna be all over Twitter tomorrow.
They were making.
But
It's
that's
already over
true.
Twitter, so it is true. But they would be messy.
And Nightingale.
Yes. Okay. All right.
I wanna play Nightingale, and of course Gotham Knights, and those are the ones that I was interested in.
Okay. Well. Okay. Good. Okay.
But gaming ADD, so.
I know. I mean,
I don't need really any more influence that way.
I got you. Okay, so Don, go ahead and close out on this topic before we get into the good stuff, the last topic of the night.
Yeah.
What was the games that got your attention? What you were hyped for?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say like I'm a level A hype, but maybe a level B hype, sort of on most of the games. And the ones I liked were Witchfire. It kind of reminded me a little bit of a Bright Memory sort of game.
Yes.
And I haven't got the full version of Bright Memory, so I'm like, well, I can at least play this, right? I'm excited about that. So that one's up there. Flashback 2, just because I grew up with Flashback back in the day.
Talk about
platformer and a shooter and kind of hitting all those notes, but it's got the nostalgia look, but there's something about that nostalgia look back then where it's been part of back then versus newer games trying to cash in on that look, you know what I mean? So like there's something different about it, right? And there was always something different about it back in the day. Street Fighter 6, I'm on the hype train for Street Fighter.
Let's go. Don, I'm ready to come back to fight night. Let's go.
Yeah, and Cuphead, because that's one of those games that my wife doesn't mind a hard game as long as it's a platform, and Cuphead is one of those games. So I'm stoked about Cuphead. I mean, that's kind of what I got from the conference. Obviously, you're not going to like all of them to the highest level, but I'm excited to play those. And I don't think they're all going to release at the same time, so I'll have plenty of time to play them, give them that dedicated time that they need and they deserve, and I'm just going to enjoy them. So
nice. Okay. All right.
The weird thing about Witchfire to me.
I hope you say what you're going to say. I hope you're thinking the same thing that I thought when I first seen it. But what was that?
So like the game looks fire. It looks pretty fun, but I don't. But I need to see more on it before I get like hyped up for it. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Zenless Zone Zero, because like I got some Scarlet Nexus vibes from that.
Yes.
I need to see more from that. But back to Witchfire, like it was fun to watch, and then I heard the gun go off, and I was like, "What was that?" Like, to me, like, it gave me kind of a Biomutant feel where like you're doing dope things, but the sound isn't like impactful. Like when you let off a shotgun, I want it to kick you in the chest. I want to feel it in my headphones, kind of thing. And I didn't get that with that game. And maybe it's just because I'm listening to it through the thing. But then again, I just listened to Call of Duty a few games before that, and it sounded fantastic. So I was a little confused with that.
You're saying the audio design just fell flat on that game for you?
For me, yeah, absolutely. It just seemed a little weird, like like the bullets and just the shotgun shots. It just didn't. It didn't feel right.
It felt like a Doom game when I was looking at it. Just
no, you're thinking about another game. That wasn't.
He's talking about Metal Hellslinger.
He's talking about Metal Hellslinger, yeah, with the rock.
Oh, the one with the metal. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that game. Yeah, that's something I'm interested in. I forgot about that game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just like, well, I was expecting, but I was gonna let you ride with it.
I want it for the music.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
But it looked good. I'm done with that. I forgot about that game. Thanks for reminding me about that game.
Yeah, but that's all I gotta say. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're totally fine. Everyone's entitled to something.
Yeah, it was your point. It was your time to say something. Sir X-Man just being rude as usual.
You know what? Really, you and your 30-minute rants on a topic that changes over 8 times.
Have I done a 30-minute rant tonight? No, I have not. No, I haven't.
You've had a few.
I'm back.
You spread your rant out today.
Well, no, because this is the reason why. Because I know we have a big panel now. If it's just 3 or 4 of us, then we got to keep it.
Can't be
Gotta keep it
45
interesting.
minutes then on one rant. Yeah, we know.
That's
Go
cool.
ahead.
That's cool. That's cool. Anyway, shut up. All right. So okay. For me now, this is okay. Number one for me is Street Fighter 6. No doubt about it. I'm all in. Now after hearing that it's going to be full crossplay, that's if anybody.
So both consoles and PC.
Yeah, and so
that's another selling point for me for sure.
Right, and so for me, that was something that I said in my video a couple of days ago about what will help fighters going in the future. That is a fantastic selling point. On top of the fact that they went, this game is still not completed yet, and it is already polished. It looks fantastic. The animations is awesome. The music, I love that they come in with that hip hop, streets, urban style. Just everything about it so far. Now, I still need to see what my boy Ken is looking like because I know they're going to bum him out. But I get why they're doing it because a lot of people always go hard with Ken because Ken is really, he can get really sweaty with some of those players out there. So they will have to go to somebody else, which is, I'm fine with that. But I'll find a way to go ahead and work my boy Ken. And this will give me a reason to make me play with Ken more often because if you see me, if you know how I am on fight night,
see, you knew what I was thinking.
I knew exactly where you're going with that.
I didn't really say anything.
Yeah, you do you, Mega. Don't worry about it.
Oh my!
You do you playing with Ken?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Don't you get?
You should be ashamed. Love's love.
This is so bad. Stop that! Stop that!
But you know, K-Meg, it's important.
That's fitting.
Go ahead.
You know, the most important thing about that game is it's going to have a rollback netcode.
Yes. I mean, that is the new standard for fighters because when you go and play a game like Melty Blood, you go and you play other fighters out there, Guilty Gear, Strive.
Guilty Gear has it. The Power Rangers, Fighter of the Grid or something like that. That has it.
They have it.
Brawlhalla.
I don't.
There's a couple other that has with the rollback netcode. Yes.
Also, King of the Fighters has the netcode. King of
the
Fighters 15.
King of Fighters. Yeah.
So it is very important that fighters have that netcode. You know what I'm saying? And you got to give a big shout out to Killer Instinct to kind of open that door to show you what a fighter should feel like when people are playing it online. And it kind of opened the gates of like, okay, shit, like this game feels too damn good and we're not doing this. So I hope when Tekken 8 gets announced, and then of course when Tekken, because it will be most likely Tekken 8, they'll be the next big fighter from Namco.
Yeah, because rollback netcode is just, it's a predictability system is all it is.
Yeah.
Meaning that it can predict wrong, but when it predicts right, the game plays wonderfully. Because it treats as if it treats the other opponent as if that other opponent is local.
Right.
Playing you local.
Yeah, it's like it's couch co-op. Like
right.
The first game, true game that I played, other than of course Killer Instinct had a really good netcode, but Melty Blood, that I couldn't believe it because me GDS is in LA, of course, Yobi's in Florida, and I'm like, man, this is like I'm like sitting right next to somebody playing couch co-op. This is amazing. So this is a good thing, and I think also they might have added that to Dragon Ball Z Fighters as well. I don't know. I need to check on that, but yeah, Street Fighter 6 definitely that's the biggest one for me. Midnight Suns is next. I'm so hyped for that game. I'm a big sucker for RTSs. Somebody tried to tell me that the genre is a little bit different because XCOM is more of a different type of genre, but it's still a turn-based. It's turn-based on top of being strategy, and it's a card game like you were saying earlier, but it's going to flow so well. I can't wait for it because the story is going to be really in depth. flashback to that was one of my favorite games on Sega. The first flashback, it was so damn fun. Then you go and you look at a game like, see, at first I thought Nightingale was going to be like another version to the one game that I played and I beat it. I can't think of it right now, but it's not. And I like the building aspect to it. So that's just be a game that I'll probably avoid just because of the building thing. But I cannot think of that game. They're going to bring a sequel to it as well. Talked about that game all damn time. It's from okay, so Don, you remember we showing you the game from that studio called Spiders? The Steel game that's set into like that that steampunk like 1800s era. But they've also made that other game, and I don't know why the hell I can't think of it right now. But maybe
I can
Yeah.
somewhat picture the one you were talking about it with me, but that's about
yeah,
it.
but it reminded me that I thought it was like they were going to show the sequel to that, and I'm like, oh, let's go, but it wasn't.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, Saints Row looks fun.
Yeah, that looks like a blast, right?
It looks really fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, yeah, everything else. Okay, so the one game everybody was talking that you was talking about Ham Solo, whatever the game was called. I thought that was a Valve. I really thought that was going to be a Valve because remember they said that they were using guns in a Valve, and I was like, oh wow, this game looks fun as hell. But you're right, the sound, and I'm like, something's off though. If this is a big budget title, it seems like it's not, but it still looks dope. But yeah, then you come to find out that it's not. But yeah, that game looked dope. And you know what? I will have to say this, but closing out before we go to the last topic, and that is Callisto Protocol, man. See, now I'm really scared of Routine. Routine looks like it's too damn creepy for me. But that Callisto Protocol, bro, I'm cool with
What
gore.
is it with scary in space? Who wants to be scared in space? I don't understand.
I don't, but man, look, man, Routine just looks like it's just, you just methodically walking around slow and shit just jumps and you get a lot of jump scares and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I know. But I don't know, man. Callisto Protocol's like, man, can K-Mega get back into the scary stuff? Because this looks too damn good, man. Oh man, I don't know. But those are the games.
So do you guys think that Dead Space, the remake is gonna suffer because of that?
No.
No, I don't think so.
It has a cult following. I think that crowd's gonna double dip.
Oh yeah, and Shredder's Revenge. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
6-player co-op on that.
Co-op.
Yeah, I'm in. As soon as I heard, since there was 6-player, I was okay. I'll pick it up.
Yeah. I'm definitely like that.
You know what I was thinking while watching? You know what I was thinking while watching this was like, man, this is a good little pre-Game Pass show.
Oh,
little
shit.
pre-Xbox show.
Thank you, Yobi. Greedfall. Thank you, Yobi, for a game that I beat. I spent all that time beating. Greedfall was I thought that Nightingale was because they had that same type of look, and I was like, oh, is this too? I mean, it wasn't. It was a different version. But man, I'm telling you, if anybody that's into deep storied RPGs, man, Greedfall is right up your alley, man. I love Greedfall. I'm a huge fan of it. So
every time you say Greedfall, I keep thinking Godfall. I don't know why.
Different.
Greedfall, Godfall.
Yeah, every time you say that Greedfall game, I keep thinking of that Godfall game.
All right. Well, let's get on to the last part, ladies and gentlemen. And then we get the hell out of here. So really do appreciate you guys still hanging out. All right. So Sunday is the day. Here we go. I know that they announced it, but they haven't showed any gameplay of it. They just showed like that little tiny trailer of it. So I'm really hyped. I'm hyped for it. When it drops, that's day one. I'm copping that. That is, I got to know what's happening because they're going back to your main character's homeland. Well, not okay. I'm not going to tell the story, but you're going back to where you start the game from. So that's going to be very interesting. So Sunday is right around the corner. And what are you guys' predictions for the Xbox event? You know what I'm saying? Plus, what is your dream announcement? So let's go back straight to our guest. Mindbender, what is it that you think that will be there? And just in a dream scenario, what would you love for Xbox to come out on stage and say before they drop the mic and walk up?
Ooh, that's a good one right there. Dream scenario. Jade Empire, but it's not going to happen.
That's it. Right
Yeah,
that
Jade
boy
Empire.
right there. That
would be the dream. But what I'm looking forward to would be Contraband, Avow, and Perfect Dark. I want to see some more about those. And I think that we're going to get a stealth drop. I think that's going to happen.
Okay, so what do you think the stealth drop's going to be?
I think it's going to be some more Halo content.
Oh, that would be interesting. I would love that.
Yeah.
That would be. I probably Battlefield 2042.
And if they show us a mean ass clip of Gears of War 6 in Unreal 5.
Okay. Mitchie, what you think? What do you got? What is your dream prediction that Microsoft will drop the mic for, and what do you think the Microsoft will show?
So I'm hoping for Forza Motorsport 8 or whatever they're calling it. And Avowed looks cool, so I'd like to play Avowed. And I'd like to see more on Avowed, because we just had that one small trailer. And whatever In Exile is working on, I really like Wastelands 3.
Oh my God, Wasteland is so good.
And so I'd like to see whatever they've got coming up next. And Dream. Oh, I'd really like to see, like, it's way too early, and I know it's too early, but I'd love to see the new Tomb Raider, but I know it's not going to be there because it's way too early.
Listen to that.
I know, but it's way too early because they just announced that they're doing one, so I know there's nothing happening.
Right.
But I still want to see it because I love those games.
Oh yeah. The last 3 Tomb Raiders were fantastic, and
the third one wasn't the greatest.
You didn't like the third one?
No, I thought she was callous and needed a comeuppance.
No, that's when she turned into a woman. Boy, did you hear her? Man, every woman ever has done the DOW, and she did it, and that changed everything. You know what I'm saying? That's not one woman I've ever met in my life that hasn't done the DOW. Just pissed off and ready for. You mean to tell me, man?
I think King Mega's pissed off more women than the rest of us.
No, man.
Possibly.
I don't know. Yeah, my mom and grandma and aunties and cousins, they talk about it. You're my wife.
Hey, I'm a Tomb Raider fanatic too, bro. So
but you guys can't tell me that when she got that moment, she said she went on that spree. Bro, like I said, oh yeah, this is where she becomes Laura Croft, the Tomb Raider. This is it. She went through all them like a hot knife through butter.
How many of the original Tomb Raiders have you played, K Mega?
3 of them. I played the first 3.
That's all 3.
I played the first 3. Yes. Yeah. I mean, so that's what got me hype about they doing the remake to them. But again, the ones after that, I dabbled with the one where she was in the tight black outfit. I don't even know which one that was.
Angel of Darkness.
Or is that Legendary?
Angel of Darkness.
Angel of Darkness, and then there was Legendary.
I beat it, but it was the worst.
Was that the way? Yeah, because I lost interest. I was like, okay, she's cool. She's back she's in the city. I think she was somewhere in Europe or something like that in the city.
It brought a Tomb Raider. Yeah, see.
But I never finished.
You saw Angel of Darkness after Tomb Raider. It came after Tomb Raider Revelation.
I never played Revelation. Never played.
Yeah, Revelations.
Yeah. After
and
the
Tomb Raider
first
Chronicles after
three
that.
I beat. After that, I haven't beat any more of them until I got to the last three.
Yeah,
That's
Tomb
it.
Raider 3, like, that was the one about the dragon and she knifed him to end the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the thing to me that I was like, okay, cool, this is great. And then when they brought it out again, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. But at that time, I'm working crazy hours, doing too much. So
Understandable.
yeah, so there was
Like
just no
me
way.
right now.
Yeah. Like, that was like, hell no. I'm done with those days. I'm over. But anyway, they
What else, Michi?
yeah, what else, Mitchie?
And I think that's it. That's
Okay.
what I hope for, but I know it's not going to be there. But
Nah, you'll see that next year.
because they announced it, so not too long ago.
Right.
So
just a
they
couple
just
months ago.
just started working on it. But
That's a great list. That's a great list. All right. So let's go to you, Ham Solo. What do you think, man? What do you think? What do you predict that's going to be there? And what is your just drop the mic moment? They walk off, throw the deuces, and like because they
Your
know
fantasy game. Your fantasy announcement.
Yeah, what is your fantasy?
Oh, Lord.
not
All
that
right,
kind.
first I'm gonna go with what I think is gonna be there that I'm kind of excited to see. Scorn on there.
Okay.
That's kind of that's pretty interesting to me.
It is a very
Forza Horizon 5 or not Horizon, excuse me, Forza Motorsports 8 or whatever like
Whatever
what
it's
Mitchie said. Yeah, whatever. Hopefully it's just motorsport and they just add stuff to it and make it better over the time, but I don't know, whatever. A few other ones. I mean, I want to see something from Redfall and Starfield. Even though they're delayed, I still want to see something out of those. Thinking of some more I'd like to see. Perfect Dark would be cool. But I'd kind of be surprised to see it. I think I'm just going to go with the mic drop moment, and I think it'd probably be Fable.
Okay. Fable. All right, Don.
Yes.
Time out. I'm changing my mic drop for the Wu-Tang game. I'm sitting here watching.
Okay,
I'm sitting here watching this fighter you got on the screen, and I'm like, wait a second, Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
Wu-Tang.
You know what fighter this is? You know what this is?
Of course I know what this is. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I just needed to know. I don't know. I didn't know if you were.
Joe Budden is an ass, man. Like, he's like the worst.
Joe Budden? Joe
or not
Budden.
Joe Budden. Not Joe Budden. Excuse me, Fat Joe. Fat Joe.
Damn,
is who I'm thinking of.
I was like, oh, this man here.
Fat Joe was the worst.
Look at K Mega get you. Even though Crack was over there beating my ass, I couldn't get my special on him for nothing. I was fighting for my damn life to get out of there. Oh my God, I wish they'd bring this. But okay, what about you, Don? Where are you at? What is the drop the mic moment, and what are your predictions?
Drop the mic moment, I think, would be a combination of what they're probably going to do with Gears. Or probably, I think they're going to do like a Marcus Phoenix collection, and that's going to be releasing sooner than Gears 6, and then they'll do a tease with a follow up of Gears 6 in regards to that. And I think honestly both titles will, if they do come fruition, they're both going to be on the new Unreal, hands down. There's multiple reasons for that, but they had earlier access than I've had, and I've had access for over almost a year and a half right now. So they have a lot of time with it. The Forza Motorsport is the one I'm looking forward to. It's not a surprise, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking to Forza Horizon 5 DLC. We're past due. We are past due for DLC on that. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's just kind of where we're at. And then we have Hellblade 2 as well.
Yes.
man,
And so
I knew there were so many games I forgot. Even my favorite from last generation, Arc 2. I forgot about that one too. God
You're
damn
having
it. I'm
that
sorry.
X-Man moment right now.
Dude, I am on full X. Because I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, dude, there's so much to say, but I can't remember nothing.
Okay.
So,
well, he said he'd be right back. All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and I'll jump in for him.
He said Hellblade. God damn it, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, that's going to be, saying Hellblade is going to be one of my most anticipated games to be shown for me because I love the first one so. Avowed, I'm looking forward to seeing it because they're going to show it, but I mean, for me, it's got to be Outer Worlds 2. And I think that might be a game that could get the shadow drop. Shadow release. That could not
That's
that
insane.
game, but that could be dropped this year. They'll show Contraband, I'm feeling. I also think that they'll talk more about what they're going to do with the Ubisoft situation. And then I think once they talk about the Ubisoft thing, that they'll drop something about the remake to Splinter Cell. And hold on, there's Grounded, because that's well overdue, right? Like, I mean, that game has been overdue to be shown. So I think Grounded will finally get an actual release date, and people can because that's a fun ass game. There's no doubt that the game is I played it. I didn't play it as extensive as some people played it, but that game is damn fun. Especially when you playing them fighting them goddamn spiders, man. That shit is no joke, boy. I'm like, and then my dream, of course, I got two of them. So my dream is Harada getting on the stage, and he's gonna announce Tekken 8. And then they also announce Killer Instinct. And those are the things that I'm looking forward to the most. The Wu-Tang game, and then I was expecting anybody I wasn't expecting anybody else to bring up the Wu-Tang game. But the Wu-Tang game, even when I brought that up on GRG a few last year, or at the beginning of this year, I believe, and I was thinking that this could be like the new Jade Empire. Like, I mean, I think that game had the potential to be that. I don't know, but let's hope so. But yeah, no, I think that the show overall is going to be really fun. Of course, there'll be those that say it didn't do anything for them or whatever. But I'm different. I love watching these shows. I was watching the Devolve. I watched everything after the Games Fest. I watched the indie event, and then I also watched Devolver, which I think Devolver do a fantastic job. They are so fun to watch. And they also had some really cool games as well to show. So I just love this time of the year. Like, it's like baby Christmas. So I just, just makes me really excited about what's coming out and what we're going to be able to play. So that's me though. That's it. I know that there's probably going to be plenty more with Bright Memory, EXO.
You forgot Mindbender and me.
No, I got Mindbender. He was first. So I'm going to finish you off, and then Don come back and sign us out. But
no, I'm here. We're all good.
Okay, so yeah,
my wife locked herself out.
Oh shit, damn! And so let Sir X-Man finish, and then Don, you'll take us home and finish the rest of what you were saying. So Sir X-Man, what are yours?
I want to see something from the initiative other than Perfect Dark. I want to know what else they've been working on. They got such.
I don't think they're going to be showing Fable or Perfect Dark this year.
I don't.
No, I don't want to see.
Or
Everwild.
What else I don't think the initiative
has. I mean, they're supposed to be working on multiple games, so I want to see what else they have.
Oh yeah, the Black Tusk game would be dope. Yeah,
I do want to see. I want to see a little bit of Indiana Jones. I want to see something. Forza Motorsports #1.
Right.
I got to see that, and I hope they, like I said, I hope they have every track in the world. Because one thing about motorsports, it's never had track DLC. It's only had car DLC. You know, and I think they're gonna be making this like what do you call that? Not free to play, but
Games of a service?
games as a service. So, you know, I can see tracks coming down the line. I just don't want it to be cars. You know, I want it to be every racing track in the world, like a lot of racing games have.
See, Sir X-Men, that's what I was talking about with saying, hopefully they just call it for Forza Motorsports,
yeah.
and then just keep updating it and
that's
stuff
what,
like that.
Yeah, they're not
But
going to
I
call
just
it
don't
8.
want
But
car
yeah, I think it's going to be
updates. I
alive.
want track updates too.
Oh, I think it's
I
going
want,
to be a different type of animal. I think it's going to turn into a live service.
like, I want the old tracks too. I want like New York. I want the New York tracks back. I want the super speedway back like you had in the original Forza 1. I played Forza since the beginning. So, you know, I want them to, at least when you can upgrade your vehicle, upgrade each wheel independently like you could in Forza 1. You know, I want things like that. Bring back cat and mouse. You know, pretty much that's about it. I mean, I would like to see some stuff. Most of it I want to be surprised with, you know. But other than that, there's not that much. Now my wish list, announce Bloody Roar for Microsoft exclusive from Konami.
Ooh, did you see the chat? I'm sorry, Sir X-Men.
Oh yeah.
What happened? What happened?
Bro just said something about Indiana Jones, and that's another one I forgot about.
Yeah, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I want to see them surprise me.
And don't forget about the Mandalorian.
I don't care about that thing. It'll be what it's gonna be when it's gonna be on that one. If they show it, I'd be like, okay, cool. What does it look like? Show me some gameplay. I want them to surprise me with a mecha song because they've been talking about it for years. About supposedly secretly in the works for about 5 years. So I want somebody to show me that. I'd love to have a mecha song. We ain't got a Titanfall, so mecha salt would be the perfect fit. And it's an older game that you can, you know what I'm saying? That people will get behind because a lot of people love mecha salt back in the day. Let the new generation see it, even if it's a remake. You know?
Well, these are kind of wishes that we're throwing out.
That's what I'm throwing out. Now, didn't you hear you can throw out your fantasy list?
Oh dang! I would have said Midnight Club then. Shit.
I was gonna say. I was about to say Midnight Club.
I told you he was gonna say it. I told. Didn't you hear me mention?
I want EA to surprise us at the show because you know Microsoft and EA are kind of friends, and have them say, "Here's a brand new Burnout, old school style." Announce me that. That's my wish list, and the new SSX. Since what you call it? Somebody told me was it UK Mega? They bring it back EA
They're
Big.
bringing back EA Big, yeah. So SSX is going to be definitely
bring up. Ooh, that would be sick. Can you agree with this one, Kevin? Bring an SSX collection with SSX 1, SSX 3, and SSX Tricky, and make them all online play.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Oh,
that'd be great, and it'll be announced on the Xbox Showcase. That's my dream. And my last one is pretty much just surprise me with something that no one pretty much never expected. Okay, you know, give us that wow
dream.
moment.
That's not a dream. We don't know what that is. Just say what?
Oh, my dream ain't ever gonna happen. I keep preaching it. Bring me back Marvel versus Capcom 2 backwards compatible.
Okay, all right. That's where you need to just
that's my
right
dream.
There. Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, done.
Hey, K-Meg, on a quick side note.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very fast.
You got 2 seconds.
Sure. Forza Horizon 5 DLC.
We said that.
Even though I'm just excited for it.
Hey, you can say it too. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels.
I think I don't. They might be Hot Wheels, but what if they're doing Tokyo?
first one's usually always a little more serious tone. And then usually they kind of have the little more goofy or outlandish one for the second DLC. But normally we would get DLC for Horizon by now already. They're
right. That's why I feel that this is a bigger one than normal.
I wouldn't be shocked that it's available day one at E3.
Right.
They've actually done that before.
What if it was Tokyo? What if everybody's been asking for Tokyo and this is the DLC?
I say fine, just do it and get it over with.
Yeah, right, because it's going to eventually they're going to have to do Tokyo.
Yeah, if you just do it and then people stop asking for it. I mean, it's nothing wrong with Tokyo, but it just
seems so small.
They explore so many unique places. You know what I mean? It's
why
nice to have a game.
DLC would be perfect for Tokyo.
Yeah, you just get it done out of the way.
Save Tokyo for the next one.
Why would you go from Mexico to Tokyo?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And Mexico has the lava and everything, and Hot Wheels would be perfect for something like that.
Well, I know, I get that, but and I think that maybe Hot Wheels could come back for sure, but I think that the reason why this is taking so long, that this could be one of those things where this could be a bigger, more serious version. That's why I'm like, well, what if they do the Tokyo now? Because listen, as much as I would be fine with Tokyo being the mainstay, but you're doing a lot of drifting, and I don't know how many people would be cool with doing all that drifting all over the place. And then
drift all over the place now, K-Mega.
No. I'm talking about you doing really crazy drifting, and you don't have, and I don't think that Forza has the license for those certain cars that you would think that is needed for that area. You see what I'm saying?
They haven't. They're in Forzas.
They don't have
those cars that they use in Tokyo.
They have Japanese games. I mean, cars, but they don't have a huge abundance of them unless they add them. So I don't know.
They have the 240. They got the 240, and they got like 8 other cars that they use in Tokyo already in Forza Horizon.
Once if they went further south, like Brazil or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Like kind of explore that area, the continent a little bit.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
there's some Cuba. Yeah,
there's some older rally races.
Keep
They
it more
no
south.
longer.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some older rally races. They don't do there anymore because there's this road that like everyone died on. You can do that road. It's like it's cut onto this cliffside, and it's pretty much one-way traffic.
That would have me dying over and over and over again.
But something big like
It'd be fun though. I mean,
they would want to save for a newer version of Horizon.
I mean, I'd have to use brakes and stuff. I don't use brakes.
Yeah, somebody asked what do we think? What was our thoughts on the SGSs?
What's the SGS?
I don't know. What is the SGS? What was that? I don't know.
We're old. We don't understand abbreviations.
Yeah, we're old. You gotta give us the big stuff.
Gotta spell it out.
Yeah, you gotta spell that out.
The summer game show.
But yeah,
summer game. No, I guess not.
Oh yeah, we already
talked about it. Yeah.
Is he talking about the Summer Game Fest?
Yeah, Summer Game Fest. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we talked about that earlier. That was our topic before this one. So, okay. Sir X-Man, are you done now? Or
yeah, I'm finished, bro. Cool.
Okay.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, baby. Let's go. Let's switch, K-Mega.
I personally like Summer Game Fest. I give it a B+. I thought it was really fun. But I'm always hyped for these type of events. I think our lowest rank was for sure Ham Solo, or it could have been Mindbender. Mindbender, he said that there was nothing there that got him excited at all. But
well, mine wasn't just with the games. It was just like the way the whole thing was rolled out.
The way that was
for me was just the way it was presented was a 4 out of 10. The games, like I said, like Modern Warfare is dope. I'm not going to give that game a 4.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's day one. You gave the show a 4. Yeah, that's a day one. Yeah, so. All right.
No, I get you. I wasn't very big on Jeff Keighley's reveal structure. Like I've always been kind of critical of that, though.
Oh yeah, he had to give his PlayStation love at the end, so there was no doubt about it. But I still gave it a B.
Let him enjoy what he wants to enjoy. I don't really care about that. It just Yeah,
It felt so dry, man.
The part that bothered
boring.
me, we just show real quick, was The Rock with his advertising for that AO.
Zoa. Look at the Zoa.
I know. I was like, come on, man.
You got to pay for your bills somehow, man.
You got to pay your bills, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you
that's
got to
true.
pay your bills.
No free lunch.
Right.
So, if The Rock has to get out there and sell his energy drink for us to be able to watch it free on YouTube, so be it. You know,
Come
what I
out
mean?
shirtless in a gym. I'm like, okay, dude, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I want a big surprise though. I want something I didn't see coming.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When it comes to that's always the most exciting part, right? Like when they give you the little tease, and it's like, what's this? And it gets, you get more and more excited about it. Yeah, I want something that's just a new IP that I can just like, oh yeah, I want to play that. You know what I mean? I just didn't see it coming, and I think those are some of the funnest parts about E3. Even back when back in the earliest days when I used to go to E3. Versus now, like it's always about the big surprise. I remember when I was younger and I went to and I saw Super Smash Brothers, and that always had a big impact on me. That like there's this game that no one else knew about at the time, right? And no one believed me when I came back that Nintendo had a game like that, and in that. I always live for those sort of experiences, like those experiences that, like, if you went to E3 and you had this E3 experience, would people believe you when you can't come back because it's just so out there?
Yeah, it's like me when I went to the first Consumer Electronics Show. That was before E3, before it expanded and everything, and they showed the Sega Genesis. It's like that was my mind-blowing moment right there. I had to have one. So I know what you're talking about. You want something out there, Microsoft, that's gonna blow up the internet and nobody expected. That's what you want.
Yeah, and I mean, I want that from Sony too. To be perfectly honest for you with that, but obviously Xbox is first, so we're gonna kind of wait for that,
right?
This Sunday. But I just want a big surprise. I want something that we're not expecting. And what I also really don't want, I don't want CG trailers. I want in engine across the board, and that goes with everybody in the industry. These machines and these game engines are so capable now. There's no reason to do pre-rendered graphics on the side and use that to tease your game. There's just no reason for it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you take if you take the engine out of logic mode and put it in a theater mode, you can do whatever you want to do with it. But a lot of these engines aren't capable of theater mode. Because I know Unreal, I've been using Unreal Engine for years. And if you take it out of game logic mode and put it in theater mode, you can set up multiple cameras, multiple slices, and you can do some real dope shit with just the real-time graphics.
Well, most of the engines you can though. Like, if you take anything from Frostbite to the main staples, they have all the majority of the features out there. They can do all that sort of stuff. I mean, these engines are mature enough that they can do that sort of thing. Even if it's like hype trailer of a bunch of stuff cut up within the game, I think nothing gets gamers more excited about like what they're going to get a chance to play, right? Not just watch, but play and get their hands on, right? And I think you set yourself for disappointment when a game falls short of what you show. But you set a good expectation. There's plenty to get excited about out there, and I really want to see that change. I've been wanting to see that change for 15 years. So
this is also what I would love to see from Microsoft. Real quick, I don't want to see world premiere or world premiere. I want to see console I want to see console exclusive show.
No, stop.
I want to see them say. They used to say console exclusive.
Now we getting too goddamn
Microsoft.
It's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed and get your game.
K-Mega, on their shows, they used to say console exclusives. They have stopped doing that.
Because they don't do that anymore.
That's because everything is going to be on PC as well.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a simultaneous release with anything published by Microsoft.
We'll say
Right.
And they just
Xbox
say on
exclusive,
Game
right?
Pass.
We'll say
Damn,
Xbox
get the
exclusive
fanboy
and
out your
Game Pass.
ass for a minute, man. We know if it's going to be exclusive on Xbox, it's going, it's going to be on PC. That's the unity between both, and PlayStation's going to do the same thing. So they're not going to,
PlayStation do it all the time. PlayStation
no,
always says console
PlayStation got
exclusive.
PlayStation always now lately they're saying console exclusive.
They're changing the tone a little bit.
They're changing that tone.
Literature.
They're changing that tone. Yeah.
So I want transparency if it obviously if it is only on their console or whatever. But outside of that, and not from a bragging rights perspective, I just want to know where I can buy it and where I want to buy it at. And I don't want to guess, that's
want to know right then and there.
I just want to know, like you say, I can get this on PC, or this is published by Microsoft. Obviously, then I can buy it and play anywhere. There's all these different aspects to that. So, from a consumer standpoint, I think most people that watch these game shows that are gamers, they're just trying to figure out where to buy that. You take the whole fan argument stuff out of the equation. I just want to know what it is. You know what I mean? Right. And it's the same thing with, I would say, Sony. I mean, I don't expect them to advertise Xbox on their conference, and I know I expect Xbox to advertise Sony, but you get just a clear understanding of what's going on when you show a game. I think that's putting the consumer first, and that's always a good thing.
Hey, real quick, guys, and then I'm gonna get out. I got to go to work. No. Man, this is real quick. This is real quick, K-Mega.
Well, it's real quick because we're getting the hell out of here.
No. I know. I want to get out too. What would happen if they announced we're gonna drop the S by $50, and now you can buy it for $250?
That's not something that they would do on a Sunday show. That would be something that they probably do on the 14th. But or week before Black Friday or something like that. That ain't big enough for. I mean, that's big news, but that ain't something.
They announced the drop of the Kinect with the Xbox One, and dropped it to $100 at.
When did they announce that? What E3 did they announce that at?
When they dropped the Kinect, dude.
That probably wasn't at E3.
That's when they dropped. Yes, it was.
You guys know about the demo thing tied to a Game Pass right now, right?
Yeah, no, I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So the question is, are we going to get some of those things that used to be coming only in E3? Are we going to start getting that stuff on Game Pass?
Isn't xCloud a demo service?
Still in beta form, yes, but you get it with Game Pass.
If you don't want to download the game to your hard drive, can't you just launch xCloud and try it and say,
but that's not a demo. That's actually playing.
It's not.
I know it's not a demo. I'm just saying, like, in a sense, is it not the same thing?
No, it's slightly different, but I see where you're going with it.
Are y'all not understanding what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, but I don't look at that as the same thing as a demo.
No, I'm saying if you want to try the game, right?
Right.
I mean, if you want to try the game, you don't want to download it to your hard drive just yet. You say, let's see what it's about.
Let me read the super chat for King Thrash. Man, appreciate you stopping by. He said, I'll drop $5 super chat because Xbox is too cheap to support. Shake my damn head. PS fans wins again. Bro.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
I got to go because K-Mega's going on the rant. Here comes the war.
I'm not going on a rant. I've been trying to get out of here for the last 25 minutes. I was trying to just go ahead and do 3 hours and we good. But you kept on saying, but here's my last point. Am I lying? I'm not lying. I'm just saying. So, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we appreciate it, King Thrash. We're going to have to get you back on. You know what I'm saying? So we could go ahead and hear your bullshit slander. And listen.
Crash is funny to me. As much as people hate him, I don't know why. I think he's funny.
No, he is a funny dude. His math skills are very, very, very limited. But we sit there. But no.
Hey man, his $5 spends like everyone else's $5. Don't worry about it.
It does, and I do appreciate you showing support, brother. I definitely, you know what? I'm looking for your boy to sit there and show me some love and tell me I was right about them SSDs for that PlayStation, man. Because I mean, remember, your boy was calling me stupid and everything I know that, you know what I'm saying? I know sick humor
What's
is all
happening with the SSDs?
I know the sick humor is supposed to be hard and smart and all that stuff, but man, you know, I told him on your show, bro, and listen, he blocked me, so I don't even know. I don't even know what the problem is. Why your bro blocked me? Why he do me like that? Okay, so I told him, was the SSDs for the PlayStation going to give more power than what the Xbox Series X was going to?
Who was thinking that shit?
No. Yo, sick humor was like, yo, like, you so stupid. I can't, you know what I'm saying? And I give it to Keith Thrash. He said, I guess he thought that I couldn't handle his little puppies coming after me or something like that. And nobody ain't worried about them dudes. Like, I've been in way more harsher environments, but I just looked at that and I was like, damn, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was expecting when we start seeing the Series S and X posting that it was dropping faster content, faster load times than the PlayStation 5 with their, you know, I mean, so I'm wondering, is the cracking lacking over there? Like, I don't even know, bro. So I need to know. So, I mean, the slander is real. You know I'm about that. I can be as petty as any of them, you know what I'm saying? But I just need to know. But your boy's sick humor, man. I need to get that official, like, you know, K-Mega, you was right. And if he wants to do it in a rap song. He said bend the knee. Yeah, bend the damn knee. If he wants to make a rap song, K-Mega was right. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? He got a couple of bars on him. You know what I'm saying?
Microsoft should have did a commercial.
You know
this is how you upgrade your memory on your Xbox Series.
But you know what? But I hope, yo, bro, ain't this. And go sit there and have, because he had me blocked. Thank you, though. But we're going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. But Keith Thrash, I will definitely ask you here, because we need to play some Tekken one-on-one. We need to do that, too, as well. But yeah, I will definitely invite you back to GRG, man, so we can have a good time and talk. Nothing but love, man. You know what I'm saying? Different of opinions, but it's love. We all talking about games. Man, Mindbender, really appreciate it. Oh, what did he say? He said, old Xbox One games don't support S. Man, you gotta start playing Xbox before you open your mouth, bro. Hey, he said, old Xbox One games don't support SSDs. This boy here. Anyway, Mindbender.
Put mine on SSD. I got something on there now.
All right. Where can they find you at, man? Really appreciate you coming on. I know we went a little bit longer than normally we I try to kind of keep it between 2-3 hours. We went a little extra, but I hope this ain't the last time that you'll come back on, man, and have a good time with us, spit some gaming knowledge with us. You know what I'm saying? Where can they find you at, bro?
Well, first of all, I want to again thank you. You know, for inviting me. That's a good look. I appreciate that. And I really enjoyed myself. The conversation was very stimulating and very enlightening. Everybody on the panel seems as knowledgeable as they should be.
This man talking.
And I'm just a Twitter guy. You can just find me on Twitter at BenderMind. That's it. That's all.
Got a voice for podcasting, though, dude.
That boy was bringing those
exotic butters.
Man, he was like stimulating. No, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, bro. Good looking.
Yeah, no. Anytime you want to come back on GRG, man, please let us know. I definitely, you know, after a couple of months or whatever, after you've had this long ass session, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you might want to come back. I'll hit you back. If not, hit me back anytime, man.
No doubt, brother. I appreciate it.
Always welcome. Mitchie, you know how it is. You know what we do. You know what I'm saying? Usually we have D here to sit there to keep us in line. And Rob's, they keep us in line. I think if all three of you ladies was in here tonight.
I know, you just want to play with Ken. It's okay.
What? You're so messy, golly, man. You're so messy. Where can they find you at?
You can find me at Mitchie1971 on Xbox. The same on PlayStation. And also at Mitchie71 on Twitter.
Nice. All right, Sir X-Man, your old ass. Before you go, I know them bowels is hurting, man. Where can they find you at?
you got
Sir-
problems. You got
No, you got problems. You got a situation.
Nobody got time for that.
Come on,
That
man.
shit is just so nasty. That is just so
Man, when I
nasty.
heard it, I was like,
Oh my
yo.
He's
I was
been
gonna
using
trip.
it and abusing it for about 2.5 weeks, man.
Oh,
Which is
man,
why
so
you gotta
good.
get the mic that close.
Billionaire.
Oh,
Oh, man,
Lord,
let's
help
go.
me, Jesus.
That has got to be the nastiest shit I've ever heard. It's just
Because
gotta
it
be.
sounds too real. Like they really put the damn microphone to it, bro. That is so nasty. Where can they find you at, Sir X Man?
Sir X Man on GRG. Well, I'm tired. So I'm tired too. I gotta get up at 4 in the morning. But Sir X Man on Xbox, just like it's spelled here. Sir X Man on Twitter, just like it's spelled here. Sir X Man 1 on Twitch whenever I can find some time to stream. And Sir X Man on Steam. Catch y'all around. Game on.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, and then the Don. Where can they find you at, brother?
On.
Yeah, the best thing to do is look for me at the Don_KTR on Twitter. Everything I am doing, it's always posted there. So, yeah, I got the social media up to speed. I'm doing stuff on the YouTube channel on a regular. It got a bunch of content ready to drop, and gonna chase after that 1,000 followers. We'll see how it goes. See if I get there before the end of the year. So,
Don't get my boy the Don. You know what I'm saying? As our boy Yobi would say, the son of Pappy. Devin the Gamer, you know what I'm saying? We got to go ahead and get our bro, you know what I'm saying, to 1,000 on YouTube, man. Go show support. You know what I'm saying? He's a humble, rich boy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to watch out there, man. That man flies.
That chinchilla coat
Well,
he got.
he got a chinchilla and he rides on
I will
Cambodian
not
yaks to
deny
work.
or confirm the chinchilla coat,
Oh, my
but thanks for everyone in the support in the community. It's greatly appreciated. So
yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right, and last but not least, Ham Solo. You over here sitting here kissing King Thrash ass. You know you ain't supposed to be doing this on this sucker. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Man, that song, that song, "Real Table" is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
They got some bars. I got them props. They got little bars on it. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
people
man,
don't
I
know,
showed up.
Mecca got some bars too. You know what I'm saying? You ask our boy 108 Dragons TV and them sucking them boy and Bloody Knuckles and 100 and all them boy, I was sitting there spitting that, slaying that die line. But you know what I'm saying? But I keep myself humble. I was in that die line, boy. You better ask him, boy. But anyway, go ahead, Ham. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. I like the song. I mean, I don't gotta agree with him on everything, but I'm gonna throw some respect when I see it. When I see something to respect.
Ain't nothing
But
wrong.
anyways,
Nothing wrong with it.
But anyways, yeah, Ham Solo 05 Gaming is where you can find me on Twitter. And then as for my YouTube channel, TSWS Gaming, I do 2 interviews a week and bullsitting with Loken Cozy Beluga, a little show that we do just talking about gaming and what's coming out and our thoughts on it. More or less just being opinionated and having a good time. But yeah, this coming week on Behind Them Sticks on Tuesday, I got J Rock coming through, and then on Thursday I got Middle Age Gamer Guy coming through. So should be a few. Yeah, there should be some exciting shows coming on. And then I also am on the Game Drain, which is a separate channel, every Sunday at 8 p.m. So if you want to follow me and check out more of my stuff, I highly recommend that you follow me on Twitter because I post every time I go live. Currently, I'm trying to get up to like at least 500 followers. I'm totally with the slow progress. I'm cool with it. I'm not in a hurry, and I'm not trying to do anything.
I've had to deal with the slow progress. You know what I'm saying?
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm trying to come up as authentic as I possibly can be.
Right.
And I just want to learn, talk, and talk to different people. I want to be right, and I also am okay with being wrong. So if you come up and come correct and holler at me, put me in my place sometimes, because everybody needs to be needs to see something from a different perspective every once in a while. So
why he's here, because K-Mega had to put him in that position.
Oh Lord, you don't even know what you're talking about right now. I know you ain't talking about that bullshit Madden.
Yeah, so I've been
around K-Mega
a long time. You just just pretend it didn't happen and just keep on moving.
Hey man, hey, it's all love here though. Like I mean, I'm all about just having a good time, meeting people, and I feel like that's what I do best. So I just have to try to do my best to have fun with it.
I hope you guys seen that close to 50 piece that I hit the people with. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that showed in them stats right there, but that was them 48 kills I hit them with that close to that 50 piece special with 3 sides. You know what I'm saying? A large gallon sweet tea. You know what I'm saying? And a box of biscuits. You know what I'm saying? I hit him with that. And that was my first game back. My first game back. So let me on Battlefield, even though it's not my Battlefield. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Why would you drink non-sweet tea when you could drink water? You know what I mean?
I'd rather drink water than sweet tea.
Right, yeah. I'm not a tea person. That's why I drink water more than tea. So whatever. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Man, we got a lot going on, man. So Don's gonna be doing a live show. Xbox 448.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Xbox 448 is going to be doing a live show during the Xbox event. I will be simultaneously going through both. I said that right? I don't know. Anyway,
I'll be doing a live show on the Game Drain as well with Matt and all them.
Okay, so then there'll be 3. I'm sure there'll be countless shows, but yeah, for here, you know what I'm saying, for whoever you want to check out, if you want to check out Don KTR, if you want to check out Xbox 448, if you want to check out Ham Solo, go please do show support. They're going to be doing live shows. I'm going to be kind of jumping around. And then afterwards, after the show is over, probably in a couple of hours to let everything kind of die down, then come to GRG. We will have the next podcast, GRG collaboration, where we will all get together and we will talk about what we thought about the show, break down what games we were hype about, or if the show was garbage, whatever the case may be, whatever. I don't expect that, but come and check that out on the GRG podcast. After that, I will set a time when we do that, but it'll most likely be a couple of hours. Let everybody kind of chill out, get themselves together, get the batteries recharged, and we have a good time. So, and on that, after that, the 17th, I will be on the podcast with ILOC or IROC. I don't even know what the hell his name is now, but a brother that's been here for the last couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying, doing trivia, you know what I'm saying, he's a part of Ham Solo's podcast,
SWS Gaming.
Yeah. And then you know what I'm saying, he's IGN Africa, you know what I'm saying. So shout out to him. I'll definitely coming in doing that. And if anybody else wants me to come on and do some stuff with him, let me know. You said, where's Lemetheus, aka 108? Man, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him, bro. You know what I'm saying? You said Thrash need to make a GRG song, bro. I don't know, man. I might not trust that, especially if Sick is out there, man. You know what I'm saying? That boy running from me, man. That boy ducking me. Boy. He running hard. But you know what I'm saying? That would be dope. You know what I'm saying? I would appreciate it if that would happen. You know what I'm saying? He could hit me up and let me know. But everybody have a blessed night. Thank you. Get to game and have a great weekend. We are out of here. Peace. Gotta hit some buttons, don't I?
Yeah, you got levers and switches.
I do. I got all types of levers. We gotta hit them.